4. Section 1, General. 5. 1.1, Previous combat experience. 5. 1.2, Professional boxers. 6. 1.3, Boxing abroad. 6. 1.4, Expenses and refreshments. 7. 1.5, Anti-doping. 7. 1.6, Licensed boxing shows and events. 7. Section 2, Boxing categories and classes. 9. 2.1, Boxers. 9. 2.2, Registration. 9.2.3, Minors. 9.2.4, Schools. 10. 2.5, Juniors. 10. 2.6, Youths. 11. 2.7, Seniors. 11. Section 3, Medical conditions and examinations. 13. 3.1, Medical. 13. 3.2, Initial medical. 13. 3.3, Annual medical. 13. 3.4, Pre-bout medical. 13. 3.5, Declaration of non-pregnancy. 13. 3.6, Prohibited conditions leading to a declaration of unfit to box. 13. 3.7, Restricted conditions for boxers. 14. 3.8, Medical supervision for boxing. 14. Section 4, Medical suspensions and conditions. 16. 4.1, Conditions of medical suspensions. 16. 4.2, Return to training and competition. 17. Section 5, Coaches. 18. 5.1, The coach. 18. 5.2, Age limit. 18. 5.3, Professional coaches. 18. 5.4, Dual registration. 18. 5.5, Dress. 18. 5.6, Conduct and behavior of coaches during competition. 18. 5.7, Sparring. 19. 5.8, Sparring athletes not registered to England boxing. 19. Section 6, Officials. 21. 6.1, Officials. 21. 6.2, Officials' appointments and qualifications. 21. 6.3, Dress. 21. 6.4, Officials' roles. 22. 6.5, Additional responsibilities for all officials. 22. 6.6, Conditions. 23. 6.7, For one night only. 23. 6.8, Skills bouts. 24. 6.9, Field of play. 24. Section 7, Weigh-in. 25. 7.1, Domestic boxing. 25. Section 8, Boxer's dress. 26. 8.1, Boxer's dress. 26. 8.2, Competition gloves. 26. 8.3, Headguards. 27. 8.4, Groin and breast protection. 28. 8.5, Hair. 28. 8.6, Bandages/wraps. 28. 8.7, Gum shields. 28. Section 9, Scoring. 30. 9.1, Scoring about. 30. 9.2, Tiebreak. 30. 9.3, Computer scoring defect. 31. 9.4, Criteria. 31. Section 10, Decisions. 32. 10.1, Win on points, WP. 32. 10.2, Abandoned/retired, ABD. 32. 10.3, Referee stops contest, RSC. 32. 10.4, Referee stops contest, injury, RSCI. 33. 10.5, Disqualification, DQ. 33. 10.6, Knockout, KO. 34. 10.7, Walkover, WO. 34. 10.8, Request to see bout scores. 34. 10.9. Wrong decision announcement. 34. 10.10. Protest. 35. Section 11. Knockdown. 36. 11.1. Knockdown. 36. 11.2. Compulsory count limits. 36. 11.3. Illegal blow. 36. 11.4. Boxer out of the ring. 37. 11.5. Knockout. 37. 11.6. Boxer knocked down at the end of the round. 37. 11.7. Second knockdown without further punches. 37. Section 12. Fouls/low blow/cautions, warnings, and disqualification. 38. 12.1. Fouls. 38. 12.2. Low blow. 38. 12.3. Cautions, warnings, and disqualification. 39.
Annex A1 Duties of a supervisor. 40. Annex A2 Duties of a competition manager. 44.
Annex A3 Duties and responsibilities of a referee. 46. Annex A4 Duties and responsibilities of a timekeeper. 48. Annex A5 Duties and responsibilities of the announcer/MC. 49. Annex A6 Duties and responsibilities of the clerk of the scales. 50. Annex A7 Child Protection Officer at events. 51. Annex B1 Emergency Action Plan for a medical emergency involving a boxer, EAP1. 52. Annex B2.
Introduction.
I. This rulebook is valid from January 1st, 2025. 2. This document is not a handbook and, as such, should not be treated as a comprehensive source for all the relevant policies and procedures of England boxing, most of which can be found on the England Boxing website.
Section 1. General. 1.1. Previous combat experience.
1.1.1. Boxers who have been involved with white-collar or unlicensed boxing, boxers not currently registered with England Boxing, or have been, or are currently involved with other individual physical contact sports and wish to register with England Boxing, must declare their experience on the locker at the point of registration. Digital BCR1s will not be activated until previous combat experience has been declared on the locker. England Boxing will conduct a background investigation to verify that any previous combat experience declared is accurate. Please be as honest and as detailed as possible in your previous combat experience declaration to avoid any issues or delays. 1.1.2. The matrix below illustrates what standard an individual who has previous individual contact sport experience is to be registered at. It is to be followed in all cases. Combat sport. Conversion. Other combat sport contest equals England Boxing contest. White collar boxing. 1 contest equals 1 contest. Muay Thai. 1 contest equals 0.75 contest. Kickboxing, full contact. 1 contest equals 0.75 contest. Kickboxing, semi-contact. 1 contest equals 0.5 contest. Karate, full contact. 1 contest equals 0.75 contest. Kickboxing, semi-contact. 1 contest equals 0.5 contest. Karate, light/points. 1 contest equals 0.25 contest. Taekwondo. 1 contest equals 0.25 contest. MMA. 1 contest equals 0.75 contest. Judo. 1 minus 10 is equal to 1. 11 minus 20 is equal to 2. 21 minus 30 is equal to 3. 31 minus 40 is equal to 4. 41 minus 50 is equal to 5. 50 plus equals 6. Wrestling/grappling. 1 minus 10 is equal to 1. 11 minus 20 is equal to 2. 21 minus 30 is equal to 3. 31 minus 40 is equal to 4. 41 minus 50 is equal to 5. 50 plus equals 6. Boxing, skills bout. 1 contest equals 0.5 contest. Asterisk after multiplication round up to nearest whole number. 1.1.3 Each successful applicant for registration with previous combat experience will receive an email confirmation from the locker issued by England Boxing once previous combat experience has been verified. Your previous combat experience will permanently be added to your record on the locker. 1.1.4 Individuals who subsequently register with England Boxing must cease competition in any other combat sport.
1.2. Professional boxers.
1.2.1 A boxer who has held or currently holds a professional license will be permitted to register as an elite boxer with England Boxing if the following conditions are met. The professional experience of the boxer is declared. The professional license is relinquished.
1.4. Expenses and refreshments.
1.4.1 Refreshments for coaches and boxers are not mandatory, but would suggest visiting clubs or the promoting club should communicate whether refreshments are required. 1.4.2 Refreshments for visiting officials should be supplied.
1.5. Anti-doping.
1.5.1 The anti-doping rules for England Boxing are the current UK anti-doping rules published by UK Anti-Doping. These rules are consistent with the current World Anti-Doping Code, WADA, which governs anti-doping internationally. UK anti-doping rules can be found at the Anti-Doping Rules UK Anti-Doping, ukadi.org, UK. 1.5.2 The anti-doping rules apply to all members of England Boxing and those actively involved in England boxing-related activity, regardless of the level of participation or role performed. 1.5.3 It is the responsibility of all individuals to ensure that they know and understand their responsibilities under the anti-doping rules.
1.6. Licensed boxing shows and events.
1.6.1 Domestic boxing can be described as contests between clubs or regional representational matches that are governed by England boxing rules. That requires a boxing license from the regional association as issued via the locker from June 1, 2025 onwards, in which the contest is taking place and is conducted in an appropriate venue or location licensed for boxing by the local authority. It is to be supervised by a qualified and registered England boxing supervisor, with qualified and registered officials are to be in place throughout the event. 1.6.2 Club shows are organized to provide an opportunity for club boxers to gain experience. These usually take place within the local area and may also provide a fundraising opportunity for the club. 1.6.3 Dinner shows are often regional representation matches held in hotels, but can be other England boxing licensed events to provide an opportunity for boxers to gain further experience at a more prestigious venue. They may also provide an opportunity for fundraising. 1.6.4 Box cups can be described as multi-day, multi-ring events which provide opportunity for boxers, coaches, and officials to gain experience on a multi-region and potentially multi-nation basis. Those regions wishing to gain a permit to host a box cup should apply to EB via the locker. 1.6.5 Box cups organized under the authority of England Boxing must be run under England Boxing rules. As such, all participants are to provide a letter of approval from their national federation to include details of the boxers competing, annual membership of the boxer with an IBA-affiliated national governing body, annual medical for each boxer. 1.6.6 All England boxing events must be licensed as a condition of the insurance of the participants. Licenses in the form of permits are issued by regional association secretaries on behalf of England Boxing on application from the competition manager via the locker from June 1, 2025 onwards, and these should be submitted 8 to 12 weeks in advance of the event. 1.6.7 England Boxing Regional Associations secretaries may only issue permits for events being ran and hosted by clubs within their membership and to venues freely open to the public should the following conditions be met, along with any others stipulated at the point of application through the locker. The venue is a licensed boxing venue. The date does not clash with another event that has precedence. The venue is not a venue controlled by UK Armed Forces or police. The organizations involved in the event have the appropriate permissions to compete. Competitors are registered England boxers or registered boxers affiliated to Boxing Scotland or Welsh Boxing, host club to have notified EB via the locker using the
Section 2, Boxing Categories and Classes. 2.1, Boxers.
2.1.1 The categories of boxers are determined by the year that the boxer is born and not date of birth, except for minors where the category entry date is determined by date of birth. 2.1.2 All boxers under the age of 18 must have permission to compete from a parent or guardian. It is the responsibility of the coach to obtain parental or guardian permission before obtaining a digital BCR1 for their boxer. 2.1.3 All boxers under the age of May 16 take part in both competitive contests and skills bouts. See Annex C2 Skills Bouts. All skills bouts are to be recorded in the digital BCR1 and will equal 1/2 of an England boxing bout.
2.2, Registration.
2.2.1 All members must be registered and have paid for an active Tier 2 in the case of a boxer, or Tier 3 in the case of boxer/coach or boxer/other membership type, membership with England Boxing on the locker, before applying for a digital BCR1 and being eligible to compete. The club coach of the boxer is responsible for arranging for a digital BCR1 annual medical assessment to be recorded on the locker by an England Boxing registered doctor or the boxer's GP. In the case of a GP, the doctor's surgery in question is required to email the medical details to England Boxing head office so that the digital BCR1 record can be verified and updated. On completion of the membership application and annual medical process, the boxer will be issued a digital BCR1.
2.3, Minors.
2.3.1 A boxer is classed as a minor from their 10th birthday until the end of the calendar year, in which the boxer celebrates their 11th birthday. A child under 10 years old may join a boxing club and participate in classes, but is not permitted to box competitively, participate in a skills bout or spar. 2.3.2 Minors may only be matched against other boxers with an age gap of less than 12 months. This may include schools boxers. 2.3.3 Bouts involving minors are to adhere to the following round durations. Any bout involving a 10 years old boxer is equal to 3 times 1 minute rounds with a 1 minute rest interval. Both boxers are 11 years old is equal to 3 times 1.5 minute rounds with a 1 minute rest interval. 2.3.4 Boxers in the minors category may not be matched with a weight difference in excess of 2 kilograms, except in championships. 2.3.5 It is recommended that minors shall be restricted to 10 contests per season including skills bouts, but excluding England Boxing National Championships.
2.4, Schools.
2.4.1 The term schools boxer is an age category classifying boxers by their year of birth. See Club Boxing Matrix. 2.4.2 A schools boxer may only be matched against other boxers with an age gap of less than 12 months. This may include matches against minors boxers and junior boxers. 2.4.3 Bouts involving schools boxers are to adhere to the following round durations. 10 years old B schools boxer are to be 3 by 1 minute rounds with a 1 minute rest interval. Schools boxer v schools boxer are to be 3 by 1.5 minute rounds with a 1 minute rest interval. Schools boxer v junior boxer are to be 3 by 1.5 minute rounds with a 1 minute rest interval. 2.4.4 Schools boxers may not be matched with a weight difference in excess of 2 kilograms, except in championships. 2.4.5 It is recommended that schools boxers shall be restricted to 14 contests per season including skills bouts, but excluding England Boxing National Championships.
2.5 Juniors.
2.5.1 The term junior boxer is an age category classifying boxers by their year of birth. See Club Boxing Matrix. 2.5.2 Junior boxers may be matched against other junior boxers with an age gap of less than 24 months. Extra caution must be taken when matching boxers with more than a 12-month age gap. 2.5.3 Junior boxers may be matched against schools boxers with an age gap of less than 12 months. 2.5.4 Junior boxers may be matched against youth boxers with an age gap of less than 12 months. 2.5.5 boxers must be matched at no greater weight difference than the smaller weight category of the two matched boxers, for example. Red sits in the 65 to 68 kilograms weight category, a 3 kilogram span, and blue sits in the 68 to 72 kilograms weight category, a 4 kilogram span. So the boxers must be matched at no more than 3 kilograms apart. 2.5.6 It is recommended that junior boxers shall be restricted to 14 contests per season including skills bouts, but excluding championships.
2.6 Youths.
2.6.1 The term youth boxer is an age category classifying boxers by their year of birth. See Club Boxing Matrix. 2.6.2 Youth boxers may be matched against other youth boxers with an age gap of less than 24 months. Extra caution must be taken when matching boxers with more than a 12-month age gap. 2.6.3 Youth boxers may be matched against junior boxers with an age gap of less than 12 months. 2.6.4 Youth boxers may be matched against senior boxers with an age gap of less than 12 months. In all such cases, both boxers are to wear head guards. 2.6.5 Youth bouts may consist of 3 by 2 minute rounds or 3 by 3 minute rounds, all with a 1 minute rest interval between rounds. 2.6.6 Boxers must be matched at no greater weight difference than the smaller weight category of the two matched boxers, for example. Red is a middleweight and blue is a light heavyweight. The middleweight category spans from 71 to 75 kilograms, 4 kilograms, and the light heavyweight category spans from 75 to 80 kilograms, 5 kilograms. So the boxers must be matched at no more than 4 kilograms apart. 2.6.7 It is recommended that youth boxers shall be restricted to 18 contests per season excluding England Boxing National Championships.
2.7 Seniors.
2.7 Seniors. 2.7.1 The term senior boxer is an age category classifying boxers by their year of birth. See Club Boxing Matrix. 2.7.2 There are two classes of senior boxer, development and elite. 2.7.3 A senior boxer becomes an elite boxer if they enter or have entered the England Boxing National Amateur Championships. Entry means entering the championships and being placed in the draw. 2.7.4 A senior boxer may be matched against a youth boxer with an age gap of less than 12 months. In all such cases, both boxers are to wear head guards. 2.7.5 A senior development boxer can compete against both development and elite boxers. However, if they compete against an elite boxer, they must compete over 3 by 3 minute rounds. 2.7.6 Development bouts can be boxed over 3 by 2 or 3 by 3 minute rounds. 2.7.7 Elite bouts are to be 3x 3 minute rounds with 1 minute interval between rounds. 2.7.8 Boxers are to be matched on experience and weight. Boxers must be matched at no greater weight difference than the smaller weight category of the two matched boxers, for example. Red is a middleweight and blue is a light heavyweight. The middleweight category spans from 71 to 75 kilograms, 4 kilograms, and the light heavyweight category spans from 75 to 80 kilograms, 5 kilograms, so the boxers must be matched at no more than 4 kilograms apart. 2.7.9 It is recommended that senior boxers shall be restricted to 18 contests per season excluding England Boxing National Championships.
Section 3 Medical Conditions and Examinations. 3.1 Medical.
3.1.1 Ensuring boxers are medically fit to undertake training and competition is essential for the safe conduct of the sport, and following medical procedures must be adhered to without exception.
3.2 Initial Medical.
3.2.1 Boxers wishing to register with England Boxing are to apply for an electronic boxer competition record book, Digital BCR1, via the locker. 3.2.2 The boxer is required to attend an appointment with an approved England Boxing doctor or their own GP for an initial medical. The details of this medical are contained in the Digital BCR1 on the locker. 3.2.3 The results of the initial medical are recorded in the Digital BCR1 on the locker.
3.3 Annual medical.
3.3.1 Annual medicals are not seasonal, remain current for a calendar year, and must be renewed annually by a doctor for a boxer to remain fit to box. 3.3.2 It is the responsibility of the club coach, and boxer concerned to renew their medical, the details of which are recorded in the boxer's digital BCR1 and added to the locker.
3.4 Pre-bout medical.
3.4.1 Prior to a contest, a boxer must receive a pre-bout medical to ensure there are no changes to the fit to box status of the boxer from the time of the annual or initial medical.
3.5 Declaration of non-pregnancy.
3.5.1 All female boxers are to declare or be declared as not pregnant on the declaration of non-pregnancy form at the point of annual registration with their club on the locker as follows. Under 18 years of age, form to be completed by parent or guardian. Over 18 years of age, form to be completed by the individual.
3.6 Prohibited conditions leading to a declaration of unfit to box.
3.6.1 A boxer will be prohibited from boxing if they are declared unfit to box on an initial medical, declared unfit to box at their annual medical, declared unfit to box on the pre-bout medical, declared pregnant, serving a medical suspension from a previous bout or sparring incident. 3.6.2 For boxers who receive a KO or a sparring session is stopped due to a boxer receiving a blow/S to the head, the protective medical suspensions detailed in Section 4 are to be applied.
3.7 Restricted conditions for boxers.
3.7.1 Orthodontic braces. If a boxer wears orthodontist braces, it is the responsibility of the ringside physician to make an assessment at the pre-bout medical as to whether the boxer should be permitted to box. 3.7.2 Deaf and speech-impaired boxers. A deaf or speech-impaired individual is permitted to box, but all involved parties should refer to England Boxing for further information. 3.7.3 Contact lenses. Soft contact lenses may be worn. 3.7.4 Hand and foot permanent injuries. Regarding the hand, the boxer must at least have a thumb and 2 other fingers. Regarding the foot, the proximal 2/3 S of the foot, the hind foot and middle foot, must be present. This allows boxers with amputated toes to compete, but the metatarsals must be intact. 3.7.5 A person with epilepsy will not be permitted to box. 3.7.6 Other permanent injuries. Boxers with another type of deformity must apply to England Boxing for approval to box. 3.7.7 Any individual who is genetically a male cannot box as a female, and any individual who is genetically a female cannot box as a male.
3.8 Medical supervision for boxing.
3.8.1 All boxing contests must ensure that as an absolute minimum a ringside doctor is appointed, who must be registered with England Boxing. 3.8.2 A full list of registered doctors is available for members of England Boxing in the resources section in the locker. 3.8.3 The doctor must be ringside whilst boxing is in progress. In the event that the doctor has to leave ringside for whatever reason, boxing must cease until the doctor or their replacement returns. 3.8.4 The duties of the ringside doctor are to understand and agree the event emergency medical action plan * in coordination with the supervisor, to conduct pre-bout medicals in accordance with guidance by England Boxing Medical Subcommittee direction, to assess any injuries to boxers during a contest to determine if a boxer is fit to continue. In consultation with the supervisor and in line with Section 4, Medical Suspensions, prescribe appropriate medical suspensions for boxers when required and update the boxer's digital BCR1 accordingly. To conduct post-bout medicals on all boxers and record the findings on the locker. To treat injured boxers as required. To ensure resuscitation equipment is ringside prior to boxing commencing. If the ringside physician is not competent in the use of the resuscitation equipment or unwilling to use the resuscitation equipment, a paramedic must be in attendance. All paramedics must be registered with the Healthcare Professions Council and produce their registration number as proof or qualification.
Section 4. Medical suspensions and conditions. 4.1. Conditions of medical suspensions.
For point 1.1, medical suspensions are imposed on boxers, usually following competitive boxing, to protect them from further injury. The paragraphs below detail the minimum suspensions to be set for specific incidents. All periods of suspension are determined by the ringside doctor and are not negotiable. For point 1.2, the ringside doctor is to record all medical suspensions, clearly marking the length and reason for the suspension in the digital BCR1 of the boxer receiving the suspension. Single occurrence of KO or RSC, with or without a loss of consciousness. If a boxer suffers a KO as a result of a blows to the head, KO, H, or has a diagnosis of concussion, the boxer is suspended for 30 days following this period. The boxer must follow approved England boxing concussion protocols, Annex B1 and B2. If the result of a bout is RSC because the boxer has received heavy blows to the head, RSC, H, and the ringside doctor makes a diagnosis of concussion, the boxer is suspended for 30 days. Following this period, they must follow approved GRTP protocols. If the result of the bout is RSC because the boxer has received heavy blows to the head, RSC, H, and the boxer is not diagnosed with concussion, then the boxer does not require a suspension period, although the ringside doctor may give a suspension if they feel it is appropriate. Double occurrence of KO or RSC. If during a period of 3 months a boxer twice loses a bout due to KO or RSC due to head blows, KO, H, or RSC, H, with or without loss of consciousness, or has a diagnosis of concussion, then the boxer may not take part in boxing or sparring for a minimum period of 30 days after the second occurrence. The boxer must follow approved England boxing concussion protocols, Annex B1 and B2. If the result of a bout is RSC because the boxer has received heavy blows to the head, RSCH, and the boxer is not diagnosed with concussion, then the boxer does not require a suspension period, although the ringside doctor may give a suspension if they feel it is appropriate. Triple occurrence of knockout or RSC. If during a period of 12 months the boxer suffers 3 KOs, with or without loss of consciousness, or 3 RSCs, due to the boxer having received heavy blows to the head, KO, H, or RSC, H, and the boxer is diagnosed with concussion, then the boxer may not take part in boxing or sparring for a period of 1 year after the third occurrence. Any combination of KO or RSC due to head injuries that equals 3 under these circumstances qualifies for a 1-year suspension. The boxer must follow approved England boxing concussion protocols, Annex B1 and B2. For point 1.3, if a boxer is knocked out as a result of a head blow after break or stop and is counted up to 10, the win by disqualification will not permit the boxer to continue boxing in the contest. For point 1.4, in the case of body blows, the rest period or the protective sanitary measures will be at the discretion of the ringside doctor, following the post-bout medical examination. For point 1.5, boxers who receive a KO or a sparring session is stopped due to a boxer receiving a blow/S to the head, then the protective medical suspensions detailed above are to be applied and the digital BCR1 updated accordingly. For point 1.6, any boxer who has a medical restriction must not train or spar during the restriction.
4.2. Return to training and competition.
For point 2.1, boxers must return to boxing having followed the England boxing concussion protocol appropriate to their age at Annex B1, U18s, and B2, over 19s.
Section 5. Coaches. 5.1. The coach.
A coach must hold an appropriate England boxing coaching qualification, must be registered on the locker, and must hold a current license/lanyard to be able to corner a boxer at an England boxing competition.
5.2. Age limit.
Individuals from the age of May 17 qualify as a coach, but are not permitted to act as a coach until they reach their 18th birthday.
5.3. Professional coaches.
A coach with a professional coaching license may corner a boxer provided they have the appropriate England boxing qualification.
5.4. Dual registration.
Coaches may register as an official and boxer, but they may only operate in a dual capacity at events as follows. Coaches are not permitted to box and coach on the same event or tournament. Coaches may only coach and officiate at an event if sanctioned by the supervisor. 5.5. Dress. 5.5.1 Minimum dress for coaches at England boxing competitions is T-shirt/polo shirt/tracksuit, shorts, mid-thigh length, or tracksuit trousers, training shoes. 5.5.2 Prohibited items of clothing. Vests or singlets, tops with offensive or political gestures or language, shorts shorter than mid-thigh length, open-toed sandals.
5.6. Conduct and behavior of coaches during competition.
5.6.1 Each boxer is permitted up to 3 seconds in his/her corner. Only one coach only may enter the ring to service the boxer. Coach may second stand on the apron outside of the ropes. Coach 3 must remain with both feet on the floor. 5.6.2 Coaches may coach their boxer from the corner, but must adhere to Rule 5.6.3.
5.6.3. Prohibited activities.
Seconds are not permitted to stand up and/or to encourage or incite spectators by words or signs during the progress of a round. Seconds are not allowed to touch the ring during the bout, yell, clap, cause a scandal, or disturb the competition. Second seating area must be 1 meter away from the ring corner within a 1.5 m x 2.5 m designated area. Seconds are not permitted to walk off the coach's designated area if they disagree with the actions of the referee. Seconds are not permitted to throw any item into the ring to demonstrate a disagreement or to take any other action that may be deemed as unsportsmanlike behavior. The use of any communication device is not permitted in the field of play, such as mobile telephones, walkie-talkies, smartphones, headsets, shortwave radios, etc. Under no circumstance are seconds allowed to administer supplemental oxygen or any type of inhaler to a boxer during a bout. Seconds are not permitted to yell at or argue with any official on the field of play during or after the bout. 5.6.4 Cautions and warnings for a breach of Rule 5.6.3. First violation of the prohibited activity, seconds will receive a caution from the supervisor. Second violation of the prohibited activity, seconds will receive a warning and be placed just outside of the field of play area, but allowed to remain in the competition venue. Third violation of the prohibited activity, the second will be removed by the supervisor for the remainder of the day. If seconds are removed for a second time, seconds will be completely suspended from the competition.
5.7. Sparring.
5.7.1 Sparring is defined as boxing training where blows are delivered to the target area with significant but reduced force between boxers in preparation for competitive boxing. Sparring is only permitted where a boxer is registered on the locker, competitive or recreational/Tier 1 or Tier 2, and have medical clearance appropriately documented. See below. For reasons of safeguarding and safety, under no circumstances is sparring permitted for any boxer under the age of 10 years old. All England boxers taking part in sparring must have completed an annual medical, be declared as fit to box by a doctor, and not be serving a medical suspension. For boxers from external organizations, see 5.8.1. All sparring must be conducted under the supervision of an active and fully licensed Level 2 coach as registered on the locker, or a qualified and fully licensed England boxing referee. If a boxer receives a KO or a sparring session is stopped due to a boxer receiving a blow or a combination of blows to the head and/or body, then the medical suspensions and concussion protocols detailed in Section 4 must be applied. Please also see 4.1.5 and 4.1.6.
5.8. Sparring athletes not registered to England boxing.
5.8.1 Boxers may only participate in sparring activities with individuals who are appropriately matched. registered with an IBA or World Boxing affiliated national governing body and in accordance with the EB Boxing Abroad policy, or a registered boxer with a recognized professional boxing organization affiliated to a major sanctioning body, WBO, WBC, WBA, IBF. The individual must have an in-date annual medical, have a record book which includes all of their combat sport experience, and not be serving a medical suspension. All sparring activities must conform to England Boxing Rule 5.7.
Section 6. Officials. 6.1. Officials.
6.1.1. The responsibility of any official is to provide a safe, fair, and professional environment for boxers to compete. 6.1.2. All officials must be registered annually with England Boxing via the locker. 6.1.3. Upgrading of officials will be carried out in accordance with the England Boxing Officials Pathway and Policy. 6.1.4. All supervisors must hold a valid enhanced DBS certificate. This is also a requirement for any official who is also registered as a coach. 6.1.5. All officials must be physically fit enough to conduct their duties on registration. If due to injury or illness an official becomes unfit their duties, the individual is responsible for informing England Boxing. 6.1.6. Officials are permitted to apply to qualify at the following age: Judge/timekeeper, 16 years of age. Referee, 18 years of age.
6.2. Officials' appointments and qualifications.
6.2.1. Officials' appointments and qualifications within England Boxing. Supervisor, England Boxing Grade C, Grade B and Grade A. Referee, England Boxing Grade C, Grade B and Grade A. Judge/timekeeper, England Boxing Grade C, Grade B and Grade A. Master of Ceremonies, no qualification required. Computer operators, certificated pass on England Boxing Computer Operator course, ringside physician, GMC registered and registered with England Boxing. Competition manager, no qualification required, but must be competent.
6.3. Dress.
6.3.1. Officials' dress codes. Male officials, except referees, should wear a blazer or jacket, trousers, shirt with collar and tie. Female officials, except referees, should wear a blazer or jacket, trousers or skirt, blouse or shirt with collar. Referees should wear a white shirt/blouse, black bow tie, black trousers, not jeans, and black flat-soled training shoes. Master of Ceremonies, black tie, only required if working inside the ring.
6.4. Officials' roles.
6.4.1. The supervisor is defined as the appointed official responsible for all technical and competition-related issues. 6.4.2. Competition manager is appointed to prepare all the tournament/event administration in advance and to troubleshoot during the tournament. 6.4.3. The referee is defined as the appointed official responsible for ensuring all rules are followed by the boxers during their bouts in the ring. 6.4.4. Judges is defined as the appointed official responsible for allocating points during a bout based on each boxer's performance in the ring in respect of the rules of boxing. 6.4.5. Timekeeper, the appointed official responsible for regulating the number and duration of rounds and rest intervals between rounds in a contest. 6.4.6. Announcer/Master of Ceremonies, the appointed official responsible for all official announcements regarding the boxing. 6.4.7. Ringside physician/doctor is responsible for the medical management of the boxing throughout the tournament or event.
6.5. Additional responsibilities for all officials.
6.5.1 To conduct their duties in a professional, polite, and fair manner, upholding the reputation of England boxing whilst so doing and in accordance with their qualification. 6.5.2 All boxing events require officials. The number and qualifications per ring are below. Supervisor, assistant supervisor, optional. Referees, judges, timekeeper, Master of Ceremonies/Announcer. Ringside Physician. Recorder. No qualification required. The duties of each official can be found in Annex A. Appointment of officials is the duty of the Regional Association Officials Appointments Officer. Contact details will be available via Regional Association Secretary. This should be initiated at the same time as the permit is applied for.
6.6. Conditions.
6.6.1. The supervisor shall have complete charge of the club tournament, and their decision is final in all matters. They should also use their common sense with decisions in all aspects of club boxing. 6.6.2. The 10-point must system of scoring is to be used. 6.6.3. It is recommended that a maximum of 10 bouts be held on a dinner show and 16 on a club show. 6.6.4. Boxers under the age of 16 years must not box at any tournament after 10:30 p.m. 6.6.5. Boxers between 16 and 17 years of age must not box after 11 p.m. 6.6.6. All boxing must be complete before midnight. 6.6.7. It is recommended that no session of boxing should exceed 3 hours between breaks. 6.6.8. A boxer must have a minimum 12-hour rest period between bouts and cannot box twice on the same calendar day. 6.6.9. Exhibition bouts and displays of sparring are not permitted at any tournament. An exhibition bout is defined as a bout which is not scored but allows the boxers to demonstrate ringcraft without any heavy punches.
6.7. For one night only.
6.7.1. For one night only boxing is an England boxing initiative to provide a safe environment for individuals to take part in a boxing bout as a one-off opportunity and to experience competitive boxing with limited training and no previous experience. England boxing rules are to be adhered to with the following exceptional conditions for one night only events. The boxers must be evenly matched in terms of bout experience. Normally this will be 0 bouts, and importantly have received the same level and amount of training, minimum 12 weeks. This to be overseen by fully qualified England boxing coaches. Boxers must be matched in terms of weight in accordance with the rules set out in this rule book. Differences should be 2.5 kilograms, 3 kg. This needs to be monitored throughout the process, accounting for weight loss during the training, etc. In accordance with England boxing rules, boxers must be classed as senior boxers. All contests must be boxed over 3x2 minute rounds. All boxers must wear England boxing approved 12-ounce gloves. Given the inexperience of the boxers, they should all be trained in one club or clubs in partnership with one other club, and in doing so reaching clear agreement on the pairing and the skills of the boxers concerned. All bouts must be officiated with registered England boxing officials at a licensed England boxing event. 6.8. Skills bouts. For all information regarding skills bouts, see Annex C2.
6.9. Field of play. Section 7. Weigh-in. 7.1. Domestic boxing.
7.1.1. Each weigh-in must be conducted by a qualified and registered official who holds a valid DBS certificate appointed by the official's appointment secretary of the region hosting the boxing match. 7.1.2. Should any boxer be under the age of 18, the child protection officer must be in attendance throughout the weigh-in. 7.1.3. For domestic boxing, the weigh-in should be completed 1 hour prior to boxing commencing. 7.1.4. Where possible, the weigh-in is not to take place in the open, but in an enclosed room or area. 7.1.5. Where possible, separate weigh-in rooms are to be allocated for male and female boxers. 7.1.6. Where separate rooms are not available, male and female boxers are to be weighed in at different times and females must be chaperoned. 7.1.7. Male and female boxers should not prepare for weigh-in until inside the designated room. The outer garments must not be removed until in the confines of the weigh-in room. A boxer must follow the weigh-in guidance as per Rule 7.1.5. 7.1.8. Male and female boxers should not be in the weigh-in room at the same time. 7.1.9. All weigh-ins should be conducted on digital scales. 7.1. 10 scales must be placed on a hard floor or surface and not rubber, carpet, or similar. 7. 1. 11-weigh-in officials should be the same gender as the boxers. Where this is not possible, a chaperone must be present. 7. 1. 12 only weigh-in officials, the boxers and one coach per club, are permitted in the weigh-in room unless authorized by the nominated event supervisor. No unnecessary members of the opposite sex to the boxer should be present at the weigh-in. 7. 1. 13 all boxers, both male and female, must weigh in dressed in shorts and a vest/singlet. 7. 1. 14 during the weigh-in, minors, schools, junior and youth boxers may only gain or lose the following amount of weight. Boxers weight 50 kg, maximum weight gain or loss is 300 grams. Boxers weight 50 kg and 63 kg, maximum weight gain or loss is 500 grams. Boxers weight 63 kg, maximum weight gain or loss is 700 grams.
Section 8. Boxer's dress. 8.1. Boxer's dress.
8.1.1. Boxers when competing are required to be dressed as detailed below. Boots or training shoes. Socks. Abdominal protector, compulsory for males/discretionary for females, shorts. Breast protector, discretionary. Vest/singlet. Wraps/bandages. Gloves. Gum shield. Head guard, not senior males. Hair restraint where required. 8.1.2. No boxer may wear a red vest whilst boxing from the blue corner or a blue vest whilst boxing from the red corner. 8.1.3. If the waistband on the shorts/skirt is the same color as the remainder of the shorts/skirt, a red, blue, or white sash must be worn to identify the waistline. 8.1.4. Shorts must not be shorter than mid-thigh length, cannot cover the knee, and must not be worn above the belt line. The belt line can be described as a line from the navel to the top of the hips and must not cover the navel. 8.1.5. Boxers must box in light boots or shoes, without spikes or heels, socks, no higher than knee length. 8.1.6. Boxers may wear kinesiology tape, but this may only be affixed below the waist and to the back of the body. 8.1.7. Non-petroleum skin protective jelly may be used. 8.1.8. Boxers are not required to be clean-shaven. Any boxer sporting a long beard should ensure that they discuss its management with the supervisor at the weigh-in. 8.1.9. All body piercing, including piercings not on the target area, must be removed prior to the pre-bout medical and for the duration of the bout. August 1st, 10. All false nails and false eyelashes must be removed prior to pre-bout medical and for the duration of the bout. August 1st, 11. Boxers may wear a full skin covering including a hijab at the supervisor's discretion.
8.2. Competition gloves.
8.2.1. All boxers weighing under 67 kilograms and under must wear 10-ounce gloves on all club tournaments and championships. 8.2.2. All boxers weighing over 67 kilograms must wear 12-ounce gloves on all club tournaments and championships. 8.2.3. If a bout is matched with one boxer weighing 67 kilograms or under and the other boxer weighing over 67 kilograms, then both boxers must wear 12-ounce gloves. 8.2.4. Red gloves are to be worn by the designated red corner boxer and blue gloves are to be worn by the designated blue corner boxer. 8.2.5. Gloves are to put on before entering the ring. 8.2.6. Only sanctioned glove brands may be worn. They are Sting, Adidas, Wessing, Top 10, Greenhill, Tijon. 8.2.7. The gloves used in a bout must be identical in every way except that one pair is red and one pair blue. Sting gloves, to be worn in all rounds of England Boxing Championship final rounds, e.g. finals, semi-finals, quarter-finals, and as agreed in regional rounds. 8.2.8. Gloves must be serviceable and clean with no displacement or damage to the padding. 8.2.9 Gloves must be removed immediately after the bout is over and before the decision is announced.
8.3 Headguards.
8.3.1 All male senior boxers will box without headguards. 8.3.2 It is mandatory that all minors, male and female, schools, male and female, junior, male and female, youth, male and female, and senior female boxers must wear headguards. 8.3.3 A red headguard is to be worn by the boxer designated as the red corner boxer and a blue headguard is to be worn by the designated blue corner boxer. 8.3.4 Only sanctioned headguard brands may be worn in competition. They are Sting, Adidas, Wessing, Top 10, Greenhill, Tijon. Sting headguards, to be worn in all rounds of England Boxing Championship final rounds, e.g. finals, semi-finals, quarter-finals, and as agreed in regional rounds. 8.3.5 Boxers must put on their headguards only after entering the ring. 8.3.6 Headguards are to be clean and serviceable. 8.3.7 Headguards are to be removed immediately after the bout is over and before the decision is announced. 8.3.8 Hairnets or hair control items are permitted to remain on for the announcement of the decision.
8.4 Groin and breast protection.
8.4.1 It is mandatory for male boxers to wear groin protection for all competitive boxing. 8.4.2 It is not mandatory for female boxers of any category to wear either a breast protector or a groin protector. Should the boxer elect to wear a breast protector, it must be designed to protect the soft tissue of the breast up to the point that the breast protrusion merges with the chest wall. Breast protectors may not shield any other part of the target area. Breast protectors must have no metal part except fastenings at the back of the boxer.
8.5 Hair.
8.5.1 The hair of a boxer should not affect the conduct of a bout and therefore is to be controlled as follows. A boxer that is required to wear a headguard, seconds must ensure that the boxer's hair is secured appropriately. Long hair should not limit a boxer's vision and should be completely secured. There is no restriction on hair length. However, the hair extending outside of the headguard must not exceed 5 centimeters. A boxer that is not required to wear a headguard, ponytails, plaits, or similar should be used to secure hair. Boxers may wear hairnets, bandanas, bands, or banding to secure hair. Prohibited items for hair control are hairpins, clips, or any devices made of metal, plastic, or other hard material considered inappropriate by the referee or supervisor.
8.6 Bandages wraps.
8.6.1 Bandages/wraps must not be longer than 4.5 m and no shorter than 2.5 m and 5.7 centimeters wide. 8.6.2 Bandages/wraps must be made of a stretchy cotton material with Velcro closure or a small piece of tape 7.6 centimeters x 2.5 centimeters max. 8.6.3 Bandages/wraps must be in good condition, clean and dry. 8.6.4 Professional bandages are not permitted. 8.6.5 Bandages/wraps are required to be inspected by a qualified official prior to any boxer entering the ring.
8.7 Gum shields.
8.7.1 These are mandatory for all boxers. No red or partly red gum shield shall be worn. 8.7.2 Boxers are to note that the following actions shall apply in the case of a gum shield falling out or being knocked out. First instance, caution. Second instance, caution. Third instance, warning. Fourth instance, warning. Fifth instance, DQ. 8.7.3 Boxers are to note that the following actions will apply in the case of a gum shield being spat out.
Section 9 Scoring. 9.1 Scoring a bout.
9.1.1 To determine a winner, all competitive boxing bouts, does not include skills bouts, must be scored, and the following ratios explain how this should be achieved. 5x judges and 1x referee, either 5 judges manual scoring or 3 judges manual scoring. For X judges and 1 X referee, 3 judges manual scoring. 3 X judges and 1 X referee, 3 judges manual scoring. 2 X judges and 1 X referee, 2 judges and referee manual scoring. 1 X judge and 1 X referee, referee only manual scoring. 1 X referee only manual scoring. Any number of judges but no referee, no boxing. 9.1.2 For championships, 5 judge scoring must be used and where possible the computer scoring should be utilized. 9.1.3 Manual scoring may be used for domestic club tournaments using 3 judges if 5 judges are not available. 9.1.4 For all contests, the 10-point must scoring system is to be employed. 9.1.5 At the end of each round, each judge must determine the winning boxer of that round by awarding a score of 10 points and by awarding 9 or less points, down to 7 to the losing boxer, depending on the judgment as to the degree to which the opponent lost the round. Every round must have a declared winner. 9.1.6 When computer scoring is used, the judge will score the round using an electronic scoring pad. 9.1.7 When scoring is manual, the judge is to write the given score of each boxer and hand to the referee in the interval between rounds. The referee then hands the judge's score slips to the supervisor prior to the next round commencing. 9.1.8 The scores of all judges will be totaled automatically when utilizing computer scoring, taking into account any warnings issued by the referee. 9.1.9 In the case of manual scoring, the supervisor will total all the judges' scores and adjust the total score of each boxer if the referee has issued a warning or warnings. September 1st, 10. The scores of all judges shall be counted in determining the winning boxer.
9.2 Tiebreak.
9.2.1 In the case the total scores awarded by each judge, including any deduction, are equal at the end of the bout, the decision will be determined by the judges nominating the winner of the bout as follows. Computer scoring, by pressing the color of the winning boxer on the scoring pad. Manual scoring, at the conclusion of the last round, the judge annotates by circling the boxer, who in their opinion, has won the bout on the scoring slip. This is done on every bout in case of a draw.
9.3 Computer scoring defect.
9.3.1 If the computer scoring becomes defective during a contest, the judges will be informed to use the manual scoring method for the remainder of the contest.
Section 10 Decisions. 10.1 Win on points, WP.
10.1.1 At the end of a bout, each judge will determine a winner based on the boxer's total scores of the bout. The winner will be by unanimous decision, all the judges selecting the same winner. Split decision. 3-judge scoring. 2 judges select one boxer as the winner and the other judge selects the other boxer, or has them equal. 5-judge scoring. 3 judges appoint one boxer as the winner and the other 2 judges appoint the opposing boxer as the winner, or have the bout as a draw. 4 judges appoint one boxer as the winner and the other judge appoints the opposing boxer as the winner, or has the bout as a draw. 10.1.2 When a bout is terminated early in the circumstances detailed below, the judges will score the round in which the bout is terminated, and these scores are added to the tally of any previous round scores to determine the winner. In injury sustained by an unintentional foul, both boxers are injured at the same time. When a bout is stopped after completion of the first round due to an incident or event outside of the referee's control, ring collapse, lighting failure, or unforeseen circumstances, the round or partial round will be scored and a winner declared. In such circumstances, during a tournament, when a bout is terminated before the end of the first round, the bout will be terminated and will then have to be rescheduled by the supervisor.
10.2 Abandoned retired ABD.
10.2.1 If a boxer retires voluntarily or if a coach throws the towel into the ring or appears on the ring apron, however not while the referee is counting, the bout will be stopped and opponent will be declared the winner by abandoned.
10.3 Referee stops contest RSC.
RSC H. Referee stops contest due to punches to the head. RSC B. Referee stops contest due to punches to the body. 10.3.1 If a boxer fails to resume boxing immediately after the rest period between rounds, the opponent will be declared the winner by RSC. 10.3.2 If a boxer, in the referee's opinion, is being outclassed or is receiving excessive punishment or hard blows, the bout will be stopped, and the opponent declared the winner of the bout by RSC. 10.3.3 If a boxer is unfit to continue and fails to resume boxing after a knockdown, the opponent will be declared the winner by RSC. 10.3.4 In the case of a boxer being punched out of the ring, the boxer is permitted 30 seconds to re-enter the ring, unaided, after the 8 count. Should the boxer not be fit to continue within this time frame, the opponent will be declared the winner by RSC. 10.3.5 When a bout is stopped by the referee at the discretion of the supervisor following the advice of the ringside doctor, the opponent will be declared the winner by RSC.
10.4 Referee stops contest, injury RSCI.
10.4.1 If a boxer, in the opinion of the referee, is unfit to continue because of a sustained or increased injury from correct punches, the bout will be stopped, and the opponent declared the winner by RSC. 10.4.2 If a boxer, in the opinion of the referee, becomes incapable of continuing to compete because of an injury sustained not from punches *, the bout will be stopped, and the opponent declared the winner by RSC. For example, twisted ankle, dehydration, dislocated shoulder, muscle strain, hand fracture, or other such injury that is not sustained by an unintentional foul, clash of heads, etc., or from legal punches. 10.4.3 If a boxer does not recover after 90 seconds, in accordance with the low blow rule, the opponent will be declared the winner by RSC.
10.5 Disqualification DQ.
10.5.1 If a boxer is disqualified for a foul or for any other reason, the opponent will be declared the winner of the bout by DQ. If the boxer who won by DQ is declared unfit to compete in the next round of the same competition due to that foul or that other reason, then neither boxer from the bout will progress and a walkover win will be awarded to the drawn boxer in the next round of the tournament. 10.5.2 If the referee, at his/her discretion, determines that an intentional foul caused an injury to a boxer and that the fouled and injured boxer cannot continue because of the injury sustained from this intentional foul, the offending boxer will be disqualified and the injured boxer will be declared the winner of the bout by DQ. 10.5.3 The third warning in the whole bout will automatically disqualify the boxer and the opponent will be declared the winner of the bout by DQ. 10.5.4 In the case a double disqualification, DDQ, occurs, both boxers will lose the bout by DDQ. 10.5.5 If a boxer is disqualified for unsportsmanlike behavior, such as assaulting or acting aggressively towards a referee, judge, supervisor, team official, opponent, or other, the opponent will be declared the winner of the bout by disqualification for unsportsmanlike behavior, DQB. The boxer will be subject to sanctions determined by the England Boxing Disciplinary Commission.
10.6 Knockout KO.
KO H. Knockout due to blows to the head. KO B. Knockout due to blows to the body. 10.6.1 If a boxer is knocked down and fails to resume boxing before the boxer is counted to 10, the opponent will be declared the winner of the bout by KO. 10.6.2 In the case of an emergency and the referee summons the ringside doctor in the ring before the boxer is counted up to 10, the opponent will be declared the winner of the bout by KO. 10.6.3 In the case a double KO, DKO, occurs, both boxers will lose the bout by KO. In the case of the bout being a tournament final, then the bout will be scored up until the DKO occurred to determine a winner.
10.7 Walkover WO.
10.7.1 If a boxer is present in the ring fully attired and ready to box, and the opposing boxer fails to appear in the ring after being announced and a maximum period of 1 minute has elapsed after the bell has been sounded, the referee will declare the present boxer to be the winner by W. 10.7.2 If a boxer fails the medical examination or daily weigh-in, the opponent will win by W. 10.7.3 In the case the supervisor knows in advance that a boxer will not be present, the boxers will not be called to the ring for their respective bout. The result must be officially announced. 10.7.4 No medal will be awarded to a boxer who has not boxed at least once within the entire competition period.
10.8 Request to see bout scores.
10.8.1 Should a club coach wish to know the scores following a bout, they should inform the supervisor in writing within 20 minutes of the bout conclusion. Following the request, the supervisor is to write down the bout score totals only. These must be presented in a random order.
10.9 Wrong decision announcement.
10.9.1 In the event of the wrong boxer being announced the winner of a bout, the following protocol should be followed by the supervisor. Boxers still at the venue. Coaches to be informed. Digital VCR1S to be adjusted. Presentations to be exchanged. Boxers are not required to return to ringside. Reflect the mistake in the supervisor's report to the regional secretary. 2. Boxers have left the venue. Contact the coaches of both boxers and explain the mistake and circumstances. Contact the regional registrars. Request the digital VCR1S be adjusted. Arrange for any presentations to be exchanged. Boxers not required to return to venue. Reflect the mistake in the supervisor's report to the regional secretary.
Section 11 Knockdown. 11.1 Knockdown.
1.1.1 A boxer will be considered to be knocked down due to a legal blow if the boxer touches the floor with any part of the body other than the boxer's feet as the result of a blow or series of blows. The boxer hangs helplessly on the ropes as the result of a blow or series of blows. The boxer is outside or partly outside the ropes as the result of a blow or series of blows. Following a hard punch, the boxer has not fallen and is not lying on the ropes, but is in a semi-conscious state and cannot, in the opinion of the referee, continue the bout. 1.1.2 In the case of a knockdown, the referee must say, "Stop," and then begin to count from 1 to 8 if the boxer is fit to continue, and count from 1 to 10 if the boxer is unfit to continue. The referee will count with intervals of 1 second between the numbers and will indicate each second with the hand so that the boxer who has been knocked down may be aware of the count. Before the number 1 is counted, an interval of 1 second must have elapsed from the time when the boxer is knocked down and the time of announcing 1. 1.1.3 If a boxer is knocked down, the boxer's opponent must at once go to the neutral corner as designated by the referee and remain there until the referee allows the boxer to leave. If the opponent does not respect this, the referee must suspend the count until the opponent complies with the command. 1.1.4 When a boxer is knocked down as the result of a blow, the bout must not continue until the referee has reached a mandatory count of 8, even if the boxer is ready to continue before then, or the round has come to a close. 1.1.5 If both boxers are knocked down at the same time, the count will be continued as long as one of them is still knocked down. 11.2 Compulsory count limits.
Senior male.
A maximum of 8 counts will be given in one round. A maximum of 8 counts will apply in one bout.
Senior female, youth, junior.
A maximum of 8 counts will be given in one round. A maximum of 8 counts will apply in one bout.
Schools, including minors.
A maximum of 8 counts will be given in one round. A maximum of 8 counts will be given in one bout. 11.3. Illegal blow. 1.3.1. A count due to an illegal blow will not be considered in this amount.
11.4. Boxer out of the ring.
1.4.1. In the case of a boxer being punched out of the ring by a legal blow, the boxer must be allowed 30 seconds to come back into the ring after the 8 count without the help of anyone. In case the boxer is not able to come back within the above-mentioned time frame, this boxer is deemed to have lost the bout by referee stops contest, RSC. 1.4.2. In the case of a boxer being pushed out of the ring, the boxer must be allowed 60 seconds to come back into the ring. No 8 count needed. In case the boxer is not able to come back within the above-mentioned time frame or enters the ring but does not look fit to continue, the referee will ask the ringside doctor to examine the boxer. 1.4.3. If the ringside doctor declares that the boxer is unfit to continue, the opponent of the boxer will lose by disqualification, DSQ. 1.4.4. If the ringside doctor declares that the boxer is fit to continue, the referee will issue a warning to the offending boxer and resume the bout. 1.4.5. In the case of a boxer falling out of the ring due to their own accord, the boxer must be allowed 30 seconds to come back into the ring without an 8 count. In case the boxer is not able to come back within the above-mentioned time frame, such boxer is deemed to have lost the bout by referee stops contest, RSC.
11.5. Knockout.
1.5.1. After the referee has counted to 10, the bout ends and must be decided as KO. The referee may stop the count if, in their opinion, the boxer is in immediate need of medical attention.
11.6. Boxer knocked down at the end of the round.
1.6.1. In the case of a boxer being knocked down at the end of any round, the referee must continue to count until the boxer is no longer knocked down irrespective of the end of the round. 1.6.2. Should the referee count up to 10, such boxer will be deemed to have lost the bout by KO. The sounding of the bell will not save the boxer.
11.7. Second knockdown without further punches.
1.7.1. If a boxer is knocked down as the result of a punch and the bout is continued after the count of 8 has been reached, but the boxer falls again without having received a further punch, the referee may continue the count from the count of 8 up to the count of 10.
Section 12. Fouls, low blow cautions, warnings and disqualification. 12.1. Fouls.
2.1.1. Types of foul. Hitting below the belt, holding, tripping, kicking, and butting with foot or knee. Hits or blows with head, shoulder, forearm, elbow, throttling of the opponent, and pressing with the arm or elbow in opponent's face, pressing the head of the opponent back over the ropes. Hitting with open glove, the inside of the glove, wrist, or side of the hand. Hits landing on the back of the opponent, and especially any blow on the back of the neck or head and kidney punch. Pivot blows. Attack whilst holding the ropes or making any unfair use of the ropes. Lying on, wrestling, and throwing in the clinch. An attack on an opponent who is down or who is in the act of rising. Holding and hitting or pulling and hitting. Holding or locking on the opponent's arm or head, or pushing an arm underneath the arm of the opponent. Ducking below the belt of the opponent. Completely passive defense by means of double cover and intentionally falling, running, or turning the back to avoid a blow. Speaking. Not stepping back when ordered to break. Attempting to strike opponent immediately after the referee has ordered break and before taking a step back. Assaulting or behaving in an aggressive manner towards a referee at any time. Spitting out the gum shield intentionally without receiving a correct punch will cause the boxer to receive a mandatory warning. If the gum shield falls out after the boxer has received a correct punch, and if this happens for the third time, the boxer will receive a mandatory warning. Keeping the advanced hand straight in order to obstruct the opponent's vision. Biting an opponent. Faking/simulating.
12.2. Low blow.
12.2.1 After a low blow, if the offended boxer does not complain and the low blow was not hard and intentional, the referee must signal the foul without interrupting the bout. 12.2.2 After a low blow, if the offended boxer complains about the severity of the low blow, the referee will have two options. The offending boxer will be immediately disqualified if it is an intentional and hard blow. Start an 8 count. After the 8 count, the referee will have two options. The boxer is fit to continue. The referee may give a warning to the offender if the referee considers it as necessary, and the bout will continue. The boxer is unfit to continue. The referee will give a certain amount of time to the boxer to try to recover with a maximum of up to 1 minute and a half. After the aforementioned time frame, the referee will have two options. The boxer is fit to continue. The referee may give a warning to the offender and the bout will continue. The boxer is unfit to continue. The opponent will be declared winner of the bout by RSCI.
12.3 Cautions, warnings, and disqualification.
12.3.1 A boxer who does not obey the instructions of the referee, acts against the rules of boxing, boxes in any unsportsmanlike manner, or commits fouls, will, at the discretion of the referee, be cautioned, warned, or disqualified. If a referee intends to warn a boxer, the referee must say, "Stop," and demonstrate the infringement. The referee must then indicate to the boxer and then to the supervisor. 12.3.2 If a boxer receives a referee's warning, the supervisor will record the warning in the scoring system, and each warning will reduce the total score of the offending boxer by 1 point per judge. The third warning in a bout will automatically disqualify the boxer. 12.3.3 If a boxer receives a head, butt, or others illegal blows which do not cause an injury or cut, the referee will give a warning to the offending boxer, deducting 1 point per judge, or may disqualify the offending boxer if actions deemed sufficiently serious to warrant a disqualification. 12.3.4 If a boxer receives a head, butt, or illegal blows which cause an injury or cut, the referee must disqualify the offending boxer. 12.3.5 If the referee has any reason to believe that a foul has been committed which the referee has not seen, the referee may consult the judges. 12.3.6 In the case any irregularity is found in the bandages after the bout that in the referee's opinion gave an advantage to the boxer, this boxer must be immediately disqualified. 12.3.7 The supervisor/assistant supervisor has the right to caution, to remove and to disqualify a second who has infringed the rules.
Annex A1 Duties of a supervisor.
1. The supervisor/assistant supervisor has the responsibility as the appointed official to ensure that any boxing event is well managed and safe for the boxers, coaches, officials, and spectators. To that end, the list of duties is extensive.
Prior to arrival at venue,
the supervisor should be in contact with the event organizer in advance of the boxing event to discuss any issues and ensure the organizer is aware of the conditions and rules that must be adhered to. The supervisor should also find out from the event organizer in advance of the show which boxers from which clubs have been matched, so that they can verify on the locker that those boxers have an in-date digital BCR1 pregnancy indemnity, where relevant, and are not currently suspended. Check the list of appointed officials on the locker for qualifications and appropriate numbers. This should include the ringside physician and announcer/MC.
On arrival.
4. The supervisor must check. Inspect field of play layout. Review the scoring system. Competition administration paperwork. Boxers changing facility. RNJ changing and meeting areas. Weigh-in area/scales. Medical area/treatment room. Boxer's warm-up area. Boxer's entry. Emergency access to boxing ring. Competition equipment. Refreshments/meal times.
Technical meeting R&J briefing.
The technical meeting is to inform relevant parties how the event is programmed and should be attended by all appointed officials. Coaches and team managers may be required to attend dependent on the level of competition or tournament. The scheduling of the technical meeting for championship, tournaments, and club boxing will differ, but must take place in plenty of time to ensure the duties of all parties are complete. The supervisor should ensure the following subjects are covered in the technical meeting. Confirm the entries of the boxers. Times of pre-bout medicals and weigh-in. The time and location of the draw, as required. Explain the seating, as required. Provide the program and session times. Assign weigh-in officials. Assign a deputy supervisor, when appropriate. Liaise with the ringside doctor to confirm emergency access and the emergency action plan. Remind officials of relevant regulations such as no red or partially red gum shield. Non-pregnancy declarations for female boxers, which can be viewed by the supervisor and doctor on the locker either in advance of the show or on the day of competition. Bout duration for different contests, as required. Knockdowns for different categories of boxers. Prevalent fouls and warnings. Boxers' dress. Hair control. The weigh-in and medical exams. 8. The supervisor is responsible for ensuring the weigh-in and pre-bout medical exams are conducted in accordance with the rules.
The draw.
Where a draw is required, the supervisor must ensure that all boxers from the general weigh-in are included in the draw schedule. The supervisor will conduct the draw and provide the program of boxing and session times. The supervisor is to ensure the draw is displayed clearly in the changing, warm-up, and spectators areas, and in the end copies of the draw are available for coaches and officials.
Pre-competition checks, 1 hour.
12. The supervisor is to confirm all of the following items are available. O. Competition gloves, to include spare sets in both colors, where appropriate. O. Head guards, it is usual for domestic competitions for the boxers to wear their own. Record the session results, if manual scoring on a tournament record sheet, Form T6. Monitor the results of the officials.
Post-session.
19. On completion of the boxing, the supervisor will post the results of the boxing. Schedule the program for the next round of the tournament, as required. Should any boxer receive a medical suspension, the doctor must update their record on the locker, either at ringside or within 24 hours of the event, and must brief the coach. Sign the RNJS record cards. Report any serious incident to England Boxing.
Decisions.
A supervisor is to suspend any official guilty of wrongdoing. Once the competition is complete, fill in the supervisor's report and inform Chairman of Technical, Rules, Referees, and Judges Committee of England Boxing. Substitute an appropriately qualified official should the designated official not be present for a bout. If circumstances arise which would affect the holding of a bout under proper conditions and the referee does not take appropriate action, the supervisor may order that boxing is to cease until it can be satisfactorily resumed. The supervisor may also take any immediate action as deemed necessary to deal with circumstances that would affect the proper conduct of boxing. If a boxer is guilty of a serious and deliberate offense that is contrary to the spirit of sportsmanship, the supervisor is to report the incident to England Boxing for further action by completing the England Boxing T13 Supervisor's Report. The supervisor is responsible for any cautions, warning, or removal of coaches. A bout review may only be requested by a supervisor if the referee has given a decision that is clearly in breach of current regulations. Annex A2 Duties of a competition manager.
Prior to event.
Communicate with the supervisor at least 24 hours prior to the event to inform them of which boxers are matched and due to compete. Check the supervisor has his or her own scales. Check the supervisor has correct venue detail, weighing times and boxing start times. Check the supervisor has the necessary paperwork, score sheets, score cards, forms, etc., FOP. Manager will carry spares of all scorecards, sheets, and forms. Make sure the supervisor has the most up-to-date list of competitors from the coordinators. Obtain numbers for local police and address and postcode for the nearest ANE to venue.
Day of event.
Laminated signs for weigh-in and medical rooms. Make sure the weigh-in room is prepared and ready for weigh-in, electric point for scales. Separate weigh and medical room for female competitors. Provide check scales if necessary in a suitable place. Provide the supervisors with lists of competitors' names or event programs that can be given out to officials and anyone who may require lists/programs. Provide the supervisors with event packs containing all necessary forms, score sheets, and cards. Prepare a medical room with a table and 2 chairs for doctors and their assistants. Allocate competent EB officials to assist the doctors and someone on the door to control the flow. Provide all officials with the necessary claim forms. Bout lists in both changing rooms, warm-up areas, and as many places as possible in the public area. Speak to head of security about what is required of them within the field of play.
Field of play.
Ensure the ring is set up correctly, enough tables and chairs for the number of officials around the ring. Place judge position numbers in the appropriate places around the ring along with position cards for timekeeper, supervisor, doctor, MC, recorder, and computer operator. Check the timekeeper has a bell and stop clocks. Provide air horn if 2 rings. Carry a spare air horn. Ensure a power supply and multi-socket extension lead is available for computer equipment at ringside. Laminated ring A and B signs if 2 rings. Make sure gloves are available, approved 10 and 12-ounce plus spares. Make sure 3 chairs are available at the red and blue corner for coaches. Make sure buckets are provided for both corners and waste bags in the neutral corners for any used swabs, etc. Make sure chairs are conveniently situated for off-duty officials. Provide suitable position for presentations, photographer, trophy table, etc. Provide suitable position for paramedics if in attendance. Keep the field of play tidy. Be on hand for anything the supervisors may require.
Refreshments.
Make sure water is available around the ring. Tea and coffee on constant supply in a suitable area within the FOP. Make sure the officials' buffet is ready at the time of the interval and make sure the MC announces the interval to the public 1 bout prior to the interval. During the interval, have a quick straighten up around the rings before the next session.
Annex A3 Duties and Responsibilities of a Referee.
1. The duties of the referee are as follows. To care for both boxers and to make of the health of both boxers a primary concern throughout the bout. To see that all rules and fair play are strictly observed. To maintain control of the contest at all its stages. To prevent a weak boxer from receiving undue and unnecessary punishment. To use 4 words of command. Stop when ordering the boxers to stop boxing. Box when ordering the boxers to continue boxing. Break when breaking a clinch. Time when ordering the timekeeper to stop the clock and order the boxers to stop boxing. To indicate to a boxer by suitable explanatory signs, verbal commands, or gestures any infringement of these rules. The referee may use a touch by hand to stop and to break the bout or to separate the boxers. The referee must not indicate the winner by raising a boxer's hand or otherwise until the announcement has been made. When the winner of a bout is announced, the referee must be positioned in the middle of the ring holding 1 hand of each boxer and raise the hand of the winning boxer while facing the main camera. When a referee stops a bout for any reason, this referee must first inform the supervisor of the decision and why the bout was stopped. The supervisor should advise the referee in case this decision is clearly against the England boxing rules. The referee may consult the ringside doctor in respect of any injury to a boxer. When the referee calls the ringside doctor to the ring to examine a boxer, only the referee and the ringside doctor must be present in the ring or on the apron. However, the ringside doctor may request someone to help him/her. If an injury occurs, and if the referee does not clearly understand the cause of the injury, the referee must follow the steps set out below. Ask the non-injured boxer to go to the neutral corner. Take the injured boxer to the neutral corner where the ringside doctor is positioned. The referee should inspect the injury and may invite the ringside DR to assess the boxer. If the injured boxer is fit to continue. If the ringside doctor informs the referee that the boxer is fit to continue, the referee will then give the command for the boxers to continue the bout. Once the referee gives the command box, Any subsequent stoppage is to be managed as if no previous stoppage occurred. If the ringside doctor informs the referee that the boxer is not fit to continue, then the referee will stop the bout. If the referee did not see how the injury was caused, the referee must request the opinion of each of the judges to see whether all or a majority have seen a foul or a correct blow, and the referee will then make one of the following decisions. Where all or a majority of the judges have seen a correct blow, the injured boxer loses by RSCI. Where all or a majority of the judges have seen an intentional foul, the uninjured boxer loses by DQ. Where all or a majority of the judges have seen an unintentional foul, the round is scored by the judges and the winner is decided on points. 2. The responsibilities of the referee are as follows. To terminate a contest at any stage if this referee considers it to be one-sided. To terminate a contest at any stage if one of the boxers has received an injury on account of which the referee decides the boxer should not continue. To terminate a contest at any stage if this referee considers the boxers inactive and not competitive. In such a case, the referee may disqualify one or both boxers. To caution a boxer or administer a warning to a boxer against fouls or for any other reason in the interest of fair play, or to ensure compliance with these rules. To disqualify a boxer who fails to comply immediately with the referee's command or behaves towards the referee in an offensive or aggressive manner at any time. With or without previous warning, to disqualify a boxer for committing a serious foul. To interpret these rules insofar as they are applicable or relevant to the bout, or to decide and act on any circumstance of the bout which is not covered by these rules.
3. Right to check the boxer.
Once a boxer has entered the ring, the referee must ensure that the boxer is wearing the appropriate equipment according to and outlined in the rules. The boxer must be wearing no other objects except the boxing apparel specified in the competition's rules. In the case of a boxer's glove becoming undone during a bout, the referee must stop the bout to have the issue rectified. The referee must check the bandages of each boxer at the end of a bout. The bandages have also been checked by an official prior to the bout. The referee must check the right positions of judges and of the ringside doctor before the start of the bout. The referee must start the bout only after the authorization of the supervisor.
Annex A4 Duties and responsibilities of a timekeeper.
The duties of the timekeeper are as follows. Supervisor.
Annex A4 Duties and responsibilities of a timekeeper.
The duties of the timekeeper are as follows. A. The main duty of the timekeeper is to regulate the number and duration of the rounds and the intervals between the rounds. The intervals between the rounds must be of 1 minute.
Annex A5 Duties and responsibilities of an announcer MC.
The duties of the announcer/MC are as follows. 1. Before the bout, the official announcer must announce the kind of bout, weight category, duration of the bout, names, weights, and the organization the boxer is representing. 6 Duties and responsibilities of a clerk of the scales. The duties of the clerk of the scales are as follows. 1. Inspect the weigh-in rooms, male and female, for suitability. Suitable size 2. Floor, even and hard.
A 7-child protection officer at events.
1. All events requiring England boxing permits that have youths under 18 either competing or acting in any capacity for England boxing, i.e. officials, are to have the following in place from the commencement of the weigh-in. The CPO is to attend the weigh-in unless a child protection issue requires the attention of the appointed CPO. The CPO is to ensure that a DBS certificated official remains in the weigh-in at all times during the event and remain in the venue until any under 18 involved in the event has vacated the facility. B1.
Emergency Action Plan for a medical emergency involving a boxer, EAP1.
If a boxer is involved in a medical emergency whilst competing in an England boxing event, tournament, or competition, boxing event, it is important that the boxer receives swift and effective medical attention. To give appropriate support to the medics treating the boxer, the officials at a boxing event must know how to respond in case of emergency. A medical emergency is any situation where the ringside doctor or paramedic declares the condition of the boxer to be a medical emergency. This EAP-1 sets out the preparatory action that must be taken before any boxing event and gives guidance on how to respond to a medical emergency involving a boxer. This EAP-1 should be read in conjunction with EAP-2, medical emergency involving an official or spectator, and Annexes A1, A2, A3. A.4 and A.5, which outline the general duties of designated England boxing officials.
Before a boxing event.
The supervisor has overall responsibility for implementing the procedures contained in this AP1. During the technical meeting/R&J briefing, see Annex A1, the supervisor must provide a copy of the medical emergency response plan below to all England boxing officials in attendance and ensure that each person referred to in this AP1 knows their role in preparing for and dealing with a medical emergency. Appoint an individual who is familiar with the venue to meet any ambulance called to attend a medical emergency and guide the paramedics to ringside, the appointed individual. The appointed individual must have a fully charged mobile phone with network service or unfettered access to a landline at the venue during the boxing event. Ensure that the ringside doctor is equipped, competent, and confident to resuscitate a boxer. If not, the supervisor must ensure that a paramedic is also present throughout the boxing event. Liaise with the appointed individual to ensure there is emergency access to and from the boxing ring and that such access remains unobstructed throughout the boxing event. Ensure that they have identified and have the contact details of the nearest A&E department and the nearest hospital with a specialist head injury unit. The supervisor must notify the relevant hospitals that a boxing event is taking place. The supervisor must ensure the ringside doctor is in position before each bout begins and that all necessary emergency equipment, including personal protective equipment, PP, is easily accessible to the ringside doctor. Any person treating the boxer should use PPE when doing so.
Medical Emergency Response Plan.
If a boxer requires urgent medical treatment whilst in the ring, the ringside doctor must be given unobstructed access to assess the boxer. The ringside doctor will assess whether the injury or condition of the boxer is a medical emergency and, if so, will inform the supervisor who should be ringside awaiting this information. The supervisor should instruct the appointed individual to call 999 immediately, providing the following information to the ambulance service: the location of the boxing event, including the postcode and telephone number from which they are calling, clear directions to the venue confirming where the ambulance will be met, and brief description of the boxer's condition, e.g. conscious/unconscious, breathing/not breathing, head injury, as this will allow the ambulance to assess the urgency of the situation and which hospital the boxer may need to be taken to. The appointed individual should meet the paramedics upon arrival at the venue and guide them to the boxer. If requested by the ringside doctor, the supervisor should ask the announcer/MC to call for any qualified trauma professionals to make themselves known at ringside. The supervisor should ask the announcer/MC to announce that all live streaming of the bout should be cut whilst the medical emergency is ongoing, and spectators should not film the treatment of the boxer on their mobile phones or similar equipment. Unless requested by the ringside doctor, no other person is to enter the ring. The referee should ensure that the ring remains clear with assistance from security personnel if needed. The supervisor should gather any relevant documentation on the boxer and make this available to the ringside doctor. This should include the digital BCR1 and pre-bout medical form. The boxer's coach should be positioned ringside within hearing distance of the ringside doctor to answer any questions about the boxer. The boxer's coach should inform the ringside doctor if there is any other information she should be aware of, e.g. allergies to medication and religion if known. The supervisor should ask the boxer's coach to ensure that next of kin are informed of the incident as soon as possible, and 2. what hospital the boxer is being sent to if known. The supervisor must decide whether the venue should be cleared whilst the boxer is being treated. If the supervisor decides that the boxing event cannot continue, the announcer/MC should make a public announcement that the boxing event cannot continue and request that spectators clear the venue as quickly as possible and in an orderly fashion. The timekeeper should note down in writing the following information as the medical emergency is ongoing, and then provide the information to the supervisor when asked to do so. The time that the medical emergency was declared. The nature of the injury or condition. The names or roles of those attending to the boxer. The time that the paramedics arrived to treat the boxer. The amount of time CPR was administered. The time that the boxer was taken to hospital, the hospital to which the boxer was taken. Who traveled with the boxer to hospital?
Following a medical emergency.
All individuals involved in the medical emergency, including, but not limited to, the ringside doctor, referee, boxer's coach, timekeeper, and appointed individual, must provide their observations of the events leading up to the medical emergency and actions taken in response to the medical emergency to the supervisor. The supervisor should take a written note of these observations immediately following the medical emergency and before any of the individuals leave the venue, save for any individual attending hospital with the boxer. The written note should, as a minimum, set out the following details. I. The name of the person making the statement and their contact details. 2. Their position, i.e. boxer's coach or member of the public. 3. Where they were positioned when the medical emergency unfolded. 4. What they saw and whether their sight was in any way impeded. v. What action they took, if any, and what action was taken by others around them. And 6. In their view, what caused the medical emergency. The written note should be signed by the individual giving the statement and retained by the supervisor until she is able to provide the note to the head of compliance for England Boxing. The supervisor must inform the head of compliance by telephone as soon as the medical emergency has passed, i.e. the boxer has been taken to hospital or a decision has been made by the attending medics that hospitalization is not necessary. As soon as practicable, the head of compliance will inform the CEO of England Boxing by telephone and the regional association secretary. If the supervisor considers the boxing event can continue, the supervisor must ensure the ringside doctor and all medical equipment are in position before allowing the next bout to commence. If the injury to the boxer involved a cut and blood remains in or around the ring, this should be cleaned using the appropriate kit. By whom? Ringside doctor. If any equipment is missing or the ring has not been cleaned as required, the tournament should not continue.
Investigation of a medical emergency.
In order to comply with national investigations protocols and reporting obligations, all relevant persons, as defined at paragraph 1 of the England Boxing Disciplinary Procedure, must provide all reasonable assistance to England Boxing in any investigation of a medical emergency. Any failure to provide reasonable assistance may be regarded as misconduct which may lead to disciplinary proceedings being instigated by England Boxing under its disciplinary procedure. Annex B2.
Emergency action plan for a medical emergency involving an official or spectator that requires the ringside doctor, EAP2.
This EAP2 should be read in conjunction with EAP1, medical emergency involving a boxer, and annexures A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5 which outline the general duties of designated England boxing officials. The definitions in EAP1 are adopted in this EAP2.
Before a boxing event.
Paragraphs 1, 2, A, and 2, E of EAP1 are applicable to this EAP2.
Medical emergency response plan.
If it is brought to the supervisor's attention that an official or spectator has been injured at a boxing event, the injured person and requires urgent medical treatment, the supervisor must suspend the bout by informing the referee and ask the ringside doctor to assess and treat the injured persona. The ringside doctor will assess whether the injury or condition of the injured person is a medical emergency and, if so, will inform the supervisor. If requested by the ringside doctor, and in the absence of a paramedic, the supervisor should ask the announcer/MC to call for any qualified trauma professionals to make themselves known. The supervisor should instruct the appointed individual to call 999 immediately, providing all relevant information to the ambulance service. Upon arrival, the appointed individual should meet the paramedics and guide them to the injured person. The supervisor should ensure that the area around the injured person and the ringside doctor and/or paramedic remains clear, with assistance from security personnel if needed. If the supervisor decides that the boxing event cannot continue, the announcer/MC should make an announcement and request that the venue is cleared as quickly as possible. The supervisor should speak to the officials, coaches, and boxers and make a decision as to whether to postpone the bout or apply paragraph 12.1.2 I of the England Boxing Rulebook 2023-24. If the supervisor considers the boxing event can continue, the supervisor must ensure the ringside doctor and all medical equipment are in position before allowing the suspended bout to resume or the next bout to commence if the incident has occurred between bouts or at the end of a bout. Any person treating the injured person should use personal protective equipment when doing so. As a minimum, this should include wearing gloves and a mask.
Following a medical emergency.
See EAP 1 at Annex B1 to the England Boxing Rules.
Investigation of a medical emergency.
See EAP 1 at Annex B1 to the England Boxing Rules. Annex B3.
Boxer 18 years old and under, concussion protocol. Graduated return to boxing program.
England Boxing Medical. Subcommittee version 1.0 updated. January 2019.
Head injury, concussion and returning to boxing advice for boxers aged 18 and under.
Name, DOB.
Concussion.
Concussion is a disturbance in brain function, i.e. brain injury, caused by a direct or indirect force to the head. It affects how the brain works but does not show up on any scans or X-rays. It can result in a variety of signs and/or symptoms and most often does not involve loss of consciousness. Most, 80 to 90%, concussions resolve in a short, 7 to 10 day period. Symptoms normally start shortly after injury and gradually improve by themselves, but can be delayed. One or more of the following common symptoms may develop over the next few days and likely do not require a hospital visit.
Treatment of concussion.
To allow the brain time to fully recover and reduce the chance of any longer-term problems, you should have a period of rest, with no training or playing sport, and then adjust your activity for a period of time. The first step is to avoid all physical activity and any activities which require concentration or attention for 24 to 48 hours. This includes minimizing time using mobile phones or the internet for emails and social media, watching TV or movies, reading, and all forms of training and exercise.
Return to school.
Concussion can affect your ability to learn, and mental activity may worsen symptoms. You might need to miss a few days of school. When going back to school, you may need to go back gradually and have some changes to your schedule so that symptoms do not worsen. You should not return to sport until you have returned to full school/learning without symptoms. After this time, you should gradually increase your daily activity level as long as symptoms do not worsen. Once you have successfully returned to your usual daily activities without any symptoms, then continue this period of relative rest for the remaining duration of your medical suspension period, minimum 30 days. If you still have symptoms 4 weeks post-injury, you should see your GP.
Return to boxing.
Once your suspension is complete and you have been symptom-free for at least 2 weeks, you may move on to Step 2 of the Gradual Return to Boxing program, as detailed over relief, and begin doing light aerobic exercise. If any symptoms recur upon starting exercising, you should stop and return to Step 1 until you are again symptom-free for 48 hours. If you are able to train at Step 2 without developing any symptoms for 48 hours, then you may move on to Step 3. You should repeat this pattern of spending at least 48 hours symptom-free at each step before moving on to the next, higher-level step. If you develop symptoms at any stage, you should rest for 48 hours before then going back to the previous step in the chain. Prior to reaching Step 5 and returning to sparring, you must see a doctor for a more detailed assessment and to gain medical clearance to safely return to full contact training. Annex B4.
Boxer 19 years old and over concussion protocol. Graduated return to boxing program.
Protocol produced using information from the National Institute for Health and Clinical Excellence, NICE, Head Injury Guidelines 2017. The Berlin Consensus Statement on Concussion in Sport 2016 and the IBA Medical Handbook. England Boxing Medical. Subcommittee version 1.3 updated. January 2019.
Head injury, concussion and returning to boxing advice for boxers aged 19 and over.
Name: DOB.
Concussion.
Concussion is a disturbance in brain function, i.e. brain injury, caused by a direct or indirect force to the head. It affects how the brain works but does not show up on any scans or X-rays. It can result in a variety of signs and/or symptoms and most often does not involve loss of consciousness. Most, 80 to 90%, concussions resolve in a short, 7 to 10 day period. Symptoms normally start shortly after injury and gradually improve by themselves, but can be delayed. One or more of the following common symptoms may develop over the next few days and likely do not require a hospital visit.
Treatment of concussion.
To allow the brain time to fully recover and reduce the chance of any longer-term problems, you should have a period of rest, with no training or playing sport, and then adjust your activity for a period of time.
Recovery period.
The first step is to avoid all physical activity and any activities which require concentration or attention for 24 to 48 hours. This includes minimizing time using mobile phones or the internet for emails and social media, watching TV or movies, reading, and all forms of training and exercise. Consider time off or adaptation of work or study. After this time, you should gradually increase your daily activity level as long as symptoms do not worsen. Once you have successfully returned to your usual daily activities without any symptoms, then continue this period of relative rest for the remaining duration of your medical suspension period, minimum 30 days. If you still have symptoms 2 weeks post-injury, you should see your GP.
Return to boxing.
Once your suspension is complete and you have been symptom-free for at least 2 weeks, you may move on to Step 2 of the Gradual Return to Boxing program, as detailed over relief, and begin doing light aerobic exercise. If any symptoms recur upon starting exercising, you should stop and return to Step 1 until you are again symptom-free for 24 hours. If you are able to train at Step 2 without developing any symptoms for 24 hours, then you may move on to Step 3. You should repeat this pattern of spending at least 24 hours symptom-free at each step before moving on to the next, higher-level step. If you develop symptoms at any stage, you should rest for 24 hours before then going back to the previous step in the chain. Prior to reaching Step 5 and returning to sparring, you must see a doctor for a more detailed assessment and to gain medical clearance to safely return to full contact training.
Annex C1. The pre-bout, bout and post-bout announcements and round interval procedures. 1. Pre-bout procedures.
1.1. Each boxer is invited to the ring by the announcer/MC. This may be by corner, normally red followed by blue, or both boxers may arrive at the same time. 1.2. Ring walk music must not include expletive or offensive language. 1.3. Once the boxers arrive ringside, a qualified official will inspect bandages/wraps before allowing the boxer to glove up, unless the supervisor has appointed a suitable official to inspect the bandages. 1.4. Once the boxer is ready, the referee will allow the boxer to enter the ring. Once in the ring, the referee will approach each boxer in turn to check the boxer is adhering to remainder of the dress regulations. 1.5. The announcer/MC may take the opportunity to confirm the boxer's details and pronunciation of their name. 1.6. Once the referee is content, the announcer/MC will introduce each boxer in turn, red then blue. 1.7. The referee will call both boxers to the center of the ring for final instructions. 1.8. Handshake. At this point, boxers are to shake hands or touch gloves in a sporting manner. 1.9. The referee will then send boxers to their corners to await the start of the bout. 1.10. The referee will check that the officials are present at ringside. 1.11. The referee checks with the supervisor for permission to start the bout. 1.12. The referee signals the timekeeper to sound the bell. 1.13. On the sound of the bell, the referee issues the command box.
2. Round interval.
2.1. At the sounding of the bell at the conclusion of a round, both boxers are to return to their designated corners. 2.2. Coaches. 3 coaches may attend a boxer during the round interval as follows. May first enter the ring. 1 is permitted on the apron of the ring. 1 must remain on the floor next to the ring. 2.3. The boxer may stand or sit during the round interval. 2.4. Nutrition. Only water may be administered from a clear plastic drinking bottle. 2.4.1. Treatment of cuts. Cuts may only be treated by an officially authorized individual who has the required accreditation.
3. Post-bout procedures.
3.1. On completion of the bout, the boxers, unless receiving treatment from the ringside medical team, will remove gloves and head guards. Garments worn to retain hair do not need to be removed. 3.2. On receipt of all the final scores from the judges, the supervisor tallies the scores and passes the details of the result to the announcer/MC. 3.3. The boxers are called to the center of the ring where hand wraps are checked for legality. Any issues are to be brought to the attention of the supervisor immediately and prior to the announcement of the result. 3.4. On the announcement of the result, the hand of the winning boxer is raised by the referee. For championships, if the decision is a split points decision, the announcer/MC is to announce the score, i.e. 3-2, 4-1, 3 o'clock, or 4 o'clock. 3.5. The boxers are to shake hands at this point. 3.6. Both boxers exit the ring through their designated corners and undergo a post-bout medical. 3.7. Prizes are traditionally awarded at this point. However, this may take place in the ring. 3.8. On completion of the post-bout medical, the supervisor and ringside doctor or recorder, as directed by supervisor or doctor, are to complete the relevant sections of the digital BCR1 along with any medical suspension. 3.9. If a medical suspension has been awarded, then the coach is to be briefed by the doctor on any effects that may occur due to the reason for the medical suspension. Cut. Information on any ongoing treatment, i.e. stitch removal. KO or RSC with no sign of concussion. The coach is to be issued with AT10 form, England Boxing Medical Care of a boxer after a contest. Coaches are to be briefed by the doctor on the contents of the form and how to act should the boxer present with any of the symptoms listed on it. Concussion. Coach to be issued with AT10 form, England Boxing Medical Care of a boxer after a contest and a concussion protocol appropriate to the age of the boxer. A comprehensive explanation is to be given to the coach of the boxer on how to manage the boxer.
Annex C2, Skills Bouts.
What is a skills bout? Skills bouts have a valid place within our sport, and the rules concerning such bouts should be clear and must meet the aims for all involved: boxers, coaches, officials, and parents/guardians. A skills bout is designed to bridge the gap between the gym and competitive boxing, teach and improve boxing skills, gain and improve the confidence of young boxers, allow young and nervous boxers to perform in front of friends and family, give young boxers the skills needed for a competitive bout, help attract and retain young boxers in the sport, help parents/guardians acclimatize to the boxing environment. The key elements of a skills bout should be for young nervous boxers as a means of introducing them to boxing to gain experience and confidence at the earliest stages of their boxing career. A skills bout should be a vehicle to help to bridge the gap between sparring in the relatively comfortable environment of their club and the often daunting competitive environment of a boxing show.
2. The aim of the skills bout.
(2.1) A skills bout must be undertaken in a strictly controlled manner, ensuring that the following behavior is positively encouraged. Good sportsmanship. Demonstration of learned boxing skills. No heavy punching. No aggression. No threatening behavior or intimidation. 2.2. It is imperative that every person involved in a skills bout knows exactly how the process works and fully understands the reason why a skills bout is being undertaken. The announcer is to announce a skills bout as such, and using the bullet points above explain the process and outcome for spectators.
3. The rules of a skills bout.
3.3. A skills bout must be announced as such. It is important that the announcer announces that a skills bout is taking place and briefly explains to the spectators its purpose and its outcome. This is to ensure that the correct environment is set before the bout starts. 3.4. Bouts including a 10-year-old boxer will be 3x 1-minute rounds with a 1-minute interval between rounds. This is in line with the round durations of competitive minors bouts. 3.5. All other skills bouts will be 3 by 1.5-minute rounds with a 1-minute interval between round. This is in line with school's age bouts and gives the boxers enough time to show their skills without becoming too fatigued. 3.6. Coaches are not permitted to coach from the corner during a skills bout. This ensures that coaches do not encourage their boxers to become too aggressive and overexcited. The 1-minute interval between rounds is ample time for a coach to give the boxer any necessary instructions and encouragement. 3.7. A boxer may only have 6 skills bouts in total, and then they must box competitively. If carried out correctly, 6 skills bouts will give a young boxer ample experience to be able to undertake a competitive bout. Any shortfall in a boxer's skill should be addressed in the gym during sparring. 3.8. No skills bout will be permitted with a weight difference in excess of 2 kilograms. Although power and hard punching are discouraged during a skills bout, the weight differential should be minimal to ensure the safety of both boxers. 3.9. Boxers must be within 12 months of each other in age. This is in line with the current rules for minors and schools-aged boxers. 3.10. A boxer can have a skills bout from their 10th birthday up to the day before their 16th birthday. The older and heavier boxers are, the more difficult a skills bout is to manage for both the coach and the referee. Generally, an older boxer is looking to show off to friends and family and tends not to follow the spirit and rules of a skills bout. This then leads to heavy punching and aggression, which lends itself to a competitive bout rather than a skills bout. The spirit of a skills bout is to give confidence and experience to young, nervous boxers. 3.11. A boxer cannot have a skills bout once they've taken part in a competitive bout. A skills bout should be used to build confidence and experience leading up to a competitive bout. After a competitive contest, any shortfall in skill should be addressed in the gym during sparring. 3.12. All skills bouts must be recorded on the boxer's locker account and on the T6 recorder's sheet. A clear record of skills bouts must be kept in the same way as competitive bouts. 3.131. Skills bout equals 0.5 competitive bout. Although they are not judged and there is no decision, a skills bout still gives a boxer a level competition experience. This bout ratio will ensure an even match is made between boxers when they transition from a skill bout to a competitive bout. 3.14. If the supervisor and referee are both in agreement that a boxer has advanced beyond skills bouts, no further skills bouts can be declared on the boxer's locker account. This ensures that boxers taking part in a skills bout are evenly matched and that there's not a large difference in skill levels. 3.15. A maximum of 4 skills bouts per club tournament shall be allowed unless it has been advertised as a skills show. Any boxer under the age of 16 years old must not be allowed to compete after 10:30 p.m. 3.16. No competition bouts are allowed on a skills show. A skills show must be conducted in the same way as a competitive show, except that ringside judges are not required.
4. Officials and coaches' responsibilities during a skills bout.
4.1. Supervisor's responsibility. The supervisor must be present at a skills bout and must ensure the boxers' ages and weights are within the allowed tolerances set out in the England Boxing Rulebook. The supervisor has the right to request the referee to stop a skills bout at any stage if he/she feels that the bout is not being carried out in the way in which it is intended. If the supervisor feels that a boxer has advanced beyond the level required by a skills bout, they must consult with the referee, and only if both are in agreement, no further skills bouts should be added in the boxer's digital BCR1 card.
Annex C3, Boxing Ring Layout.
Asterisk audience seating may not be closer than 2 meters from the edge of the ring platform to the front row.
Annex D, Championship Boxing. 1. Championships Boxing Administration.
England Boxing will administer the running of each of its national championships. The entries and qualification of all boxers are to be submitted through the locker as of January 1, 2025 onwards. Regions are permitted to run their own rounds as appropriate to qualify regional champions to reflect membership and the geography of the region. Regional associations will be required to host rounds of each championships as necessary. The England Boxing website shows the draw for each championship, the rounds and the host's first named association. All rounds leading to the qualification at regional level are to adhere to England Boxing rules and the championship conditions. These are detailed on the guidance and rules published on the England Boxing website for each of the championships.
3. Venues and security.
All rounds of the championships must take place in venues that meet the following criteria. Licensed for boxing. Appropriate in size and facilities to host a boxing event. Suitable toilets provision for competitors and spectators. Enclosed weigh-in facilities for males and females. Separate changing for males and females and red and blue. Separate rest area/refreshments area for officials. Have appropriate security provisions in place to deal with any issues as that may arise.
4. Child Protection Officer. 5. Ring walk music.
When ring walk music is permitted, it must not include expletive or offensive language of any kind.
6. Boxers.
6.1 Any new boxer wishing to compete in an England Boxing Championships must have been an affiliated member of England Boxing via the locker for a minimum of 3 months prior to the entry deadline of the respective competition. This applies to new members only and does not include boxers who have had continuous membership with England Boxing. 6.2 Declarations of experience. All boxers and clubs are responsible for a clear, accurate, and honest declaration of any previous individual contact sport experience. If there is any doubt as to the validity of the declaration, it is the responsibility of the boxer to prove the accuracy of the declaration. A conversion matrix for declared experience from other individual combat sports can be found at Section 1 of this rulebook. 6.3 Failure to declare experience. Boxers who are found to have failed to declare their previous combat experience honestly and correctly will result in the removal of their digital BCR1 until the matter is resolved, and expulsion from the competition by the championship committee. 6.4 Should this occur, where possible, a boxer beaten in a previous round by the offending boxer may be invited to return to the tournament. Any invitation to return to the tournament is at the sole discretion of the championship committee. 6.5 All boxers entering any England Boxing Championships must have had at least one England Boxing competitive bout, i.e. excluding skills and previous combat experience, included in the minimum criteria at the point of entry. The rest of the minimum criteria can be made of any combination of previous combat experience, skills, or EB competitive bouts. 6.6 Entry to championships via regional association. Boxers may only enter England Boxing National Championships via the locker. Entry to such a championship will be withheld by England Boxing or the regional association if it concludes that a boxer has deliberately moved I club or to region solely for the purposes of entering a championship. 6.7 Weight allowances in championships. Boxers are permitted to check their weight as many times as they wish during the 2-hour weigh-in. Boxers may only gain the same amount of weight as they are permitted to lose in the 2-hour weigh-in period. 6.8 Age classification of boxers. All boxers are classified by year of birth on the January 1st each year. See Club Boxing Matrix for details.
6.9 Schools boxers.
In championships, the school's category will be divided into 3 age categories for males and female boxers. Schools Cadet, Schools Class A, Schools Class B. A school's boxer whose year of birth makes them eligible to compete as a cadet, Class A or Class B, may only enter in that category. All schools' boxers must have a minimum of 2 bouts experience, with 1 competitive bout being an England boxing bout.
6.10 Junior Boxers.
The junior championships will be divided into 2 age categories for males and females boxers. Junior Cadet or Class A. Junior or Class B. Class A or junior cadets may also compete in the Class B competition. All boxers must have a minimum of 2 bouts, with 1 being an England boxing competitive bout.
6.11 Junior Development Championships.
Junior Development Championships will be classified on age and experience as
6.9.1 Male.
Compete in the Class B competition. Class A, open to boxers with a minimum of 2 bouts and a maximum of 10 bouts experience, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. Class B, open to boxers with a minimum of 2 bouts and a maximum of 10 bouts, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition.
6.9.2 Female.
Class A, only open to boxers with a maximum of 7 bouts experience, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. Class B, only open to boxers with a maximum of 7 bouts experience, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition.
6.12 Junior Championships.
The junior championships are open to boxers who qualify on year of birth, with no upper limit on experience as
6.10.1 Male.
Junior Cadet, open to boxers with a minimum of 2 bouts, 1 of which must be an England boxing competitive bout. Junior, open to boxers with a minimum of 2 bouts, 1 of which must be an England boxing competitive bout.
6.10.2 Female.
Junior Cadets, open to boxers with a minimum of 2 bouts, 1 of which must be an England boxing competitive bout. Junior, open to boxers with a minimum of 2 bouts, 1 of which must be an England boxing competitive bout. Junior bouts are to be 3 by 2-minute rounds with a 1-minute interval between rounds. 6.13 Youth Boxers.
6.14 Youth Development Championships.
Youth Development Championships will be open to any boxer categorized as a youth boxer by their year of birth. Male Youth Development. A boxer with a minimum of 2 bouts and no more than 14 bouts, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. Female Youth Development. A boxer with a minimum of 2 bouts and no more than 10 bouts, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. All Youth Development Championship bouts will be boxed with round durations of 3 by 2 minutes with a 1-minute rest interval between rounds.
6.15 Youth Championships.
Youth Open Championships will be classified by year of birth, with no upper limit on experience as
Male.
Youth Cadets, open to boxers classified as a youth cadet with a minimum of 2 bouts experience. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. Youth, open to boxers classified as a youth or youth cadet with a minimum of 2 bouts experience. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition.
Female.
Youth Cadets, open to boxers classified as a youth cadet with a minimum of 2 bouts. All boxers must have a minimum of 1 England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. Youth, open to boxers classified as a youth or youth cadet with a minimum of 2 bouts. All boxers must have a minimum of one England boxing competitive bout at the point of entry to the competition. Youth Open Championship bouts will be boxed with round durations of 3 by 3 minutes with a 1-minute rest interval between rounds. 6.16 Senior Boxers.
Senior development.
Male senior development, a boxer who has not entered the England Boxing National Amateur Championships, EBNAC, and has had the equivalent of 5 England boxing contests, as per the previous combat sport experience matrix, one of which must be a competitive England boxing bout, and maximum of 20 bouts, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout, at the point of entry to the competition. Female senior development, a boxer who has not entered the England Boxing National Amateur Championships, EBNAC, and has had the equivalent of 2 England boxing contests, as per the previous combat sport experience matrix, one of which must be a competitive England boxing bout, and maximum of 14 bouts, including skills bouts at 1/2 a bout per skills bout, at the point of entry to the competition. Senior Development Championships, male and female, will be boxed with round durations of 3 by 2 minutes with a 1-minute rest interval.
National Amateur Championships.
An elite boxer is defined as a boxer who has entered the England Boxing National Amateur Championships, EBNAC. Entry is defined as entering the competition and being entered into the initial draw. Once a boxer has entered the EBNAC and participated at any stage of this competition, they can no longer box as a development boxer. All boxers are required to have a minimum of the equivalent of 5 England boxing contests, as per the previous combat sport experience matrix, one of which must be a competitive England boxing bout, at the point of entry to the competition. Senior EBNAC Championships, male and female, will be boxed with round durations of 3 by 3 minutes with a 1-minute rest interval.
7. Coaches.
All coaches must be registered with England Boxing and have a current in-date registration lanyard. All coaches are required to adhere to England Boxing rules on dress, conduct, and behavior throughout the championships. The number of accredited coaches for a club in championships are based on the number of boxers representing the club as follows. 1 boxer equals 3 coaches. 2 boxers equals 4 coaches. 3 or more boxers equals 6 coaches. Only 3 coaches are permitted to second a boxer at ringside throughout the weigh-in. For open championships or tournaments where a draw is required at the conclusion of the weigh-in, it is recommended that the weigh-in be completed 3 hours prior to boxing commencing. For subsequent rounds of tournaments where boxers have previously weighed in and the draw is known in advance, the weigh-in must be completed 1 hour prior to boxing commencing. The weigh-in is not to take place in the open, but in an enclosed room or area. Where possible, separate weigh-in rooms are to be allocated for male and female boxers. Where separate rooms are not available, male and female boxers are to be weighed in at different times. Male and female boxers must not prepare for weigh-in until inside the designated room. The outer garments must not be removed until in the confines of the weigh-in room. Male and female boxers must not be in the weigh-in room at the same time. All championship weigh-ins must be conducted on digital scales with a valid calibration certificate. Scales must be placed on a hard floor or surface and not rubber, carpet, or similar. Weigh-in officials should be the same gender as the boxers where possible. When this is not possible, a chaperone must be in attendance. Only weigh-in officials, the boxers, and 1 coach per boxer are permitted in the weigh-in room. Boxers dress, both male and female, at a championship weigh-in. Schools Championship, shorts and vest. Junior Championship, shorts and vest. Youth Championship, shorts and vest. Development Championship, shorts and vest. Women's Winter Box Cup, shorts and vest. National Amateur Championships, underwear, may make weight naked if required. Asterisk shorts are specified as outerwear, boxer shorts are not outerwear. For the general weigh-in, at a tournament or the first weigh-in when entering a championship, the registered boxer's weight must not exceed the maximum of the boxer's weight category nor be below the minimum of the boxer's weight category. The weight registered at the general weigh-in decides the boxer's weight category for the entire competition. At the daily weigh-in, or the weigh-in at subsequent rounds of championships, only the maximum weight limit will be controlled, not the minimum weight limit. If a boxer exceeds the maximum weight limit at the daily weigh-in, that boxer will not be allowed to continue the competition, and the opponent will win by walkover. Boxers may transfer weight categories up until the initial weigh-in or regional deadline, whichever is earlier. The boxer's weight recorded by the supervisor at the initial weigh-in or regional deadline will determine the category of the boxer. Please note that if a region opts to use the regional deadline, they must not also use initial weigh-in as part of the entry process and vice versa. During the weigh-in period, boxers may have as many check weighs as required. Permissible weight loss and weight allowances for each age category is stated on the championship weights page for each category at the end of this annex or section. A boxer will not be allowed to change weight category after the initial weigh-in/regional deadline unless no other boxer has entered across the country in that weight category. This move can only be sanctioned by the championship's coordinator, who will be responsible for informing all affected boxers/clubs. Boxers will not be able to change weight category if they have already boxed in this championships at another weight.
10. Bandages wraps.
Bandages or wraps must be manufactured by an EB-approved brand and must not be longer than 4.5 m and no shorter than 2.5 m and 5.7 centimeters wide. Sting, Adidas, Wessing, Top 10, Greenhill, Tijon.
11. Championship progression in case of extraordinary circumstances.
If a bout cannot take place because both boxers cannot compete at any stage of competition before the semifinals, the opponent in the next round will win by walkover. If a semifinal bout cannot take place due to both boxers failing the weigh-in or failing to show, both will be disqualified from the semifinal and will not be eligible to receive a medal. If both boxers were not allowed to compete by medical decision or force majeure, both boxers will receive a bronze medal in addition to the loser of the other semifinal bout. If a final bout cannot take place due to both boxers failing the weigh-in or failing to show, both will be disqualified from the final and will not be eligible to receive a medal. If both boxers were not allowed to compete by medical decision or force majeure, both boxers will receive a silver medal. The two boxers will be ranked second. If both semifinal bouts cannot take place, 4-4, boxers will be ranked third. 12. Championship entry infringement protocols.
12.1 Introduction.
England Boxing is proud to acknowledge that the vast majority of its boxers who choose to enter England Boxing National Championships do so honoring both the letter and spirit of the rules. Regrettably, there will always be a very small minority who seek to gain an unfair advantage by any means possible. These rules have been devised to protect the interests of the majority.
12.2 Rule 1.
Boxers may only enter England Boxing National Championships through a regional association. Entry to such a championship will be withheld by the Regional Executive Committee if it concludes that a boxer has deliberately moved I club or to region solely for the purposes of entering a championship. Before reaching a conclusion that a boxer has deliberately moved I club or to region solely for the purposes of entering a championship, the Regional Executive Committee shall have regard to the following. Whether a boxer completed the move at least one calendar month before the regional entry closing date. Whether a boxer has had at least one bout for their new club before entering a championship. Any other matter that the Regional Executive Committee considers relevant. Any boxer who moves from one club to another and, at the same time moves regions, may not, within 3 calendar months of this move, make any further move, if they wish to enter a championship. Subject to ratification by the England Boxing Championships Subcommittee, any decision of a Regional Executive Committee will be final.
12.2 Rule 2.
The default position is that, after a contest, the losing boxer will be eliminated from the competition, and 2, the winning boxer will advance. Before reaching a conclusion that a boxer has deliberately moved I club or to region solely for the purposes of entering a championship, the Regional Executive Committee shall have regard to the following. If, however, winning boxer's entry to the competition was made in bad faith, namely by failing to declare I. all of their England boxing contests, 2. their previous combat experience, or 3. any other factor which increases their boxing experience, then the winning boxer will be eliminated from the competition. The winning boxer results in that competition will be rendered null and void. The circumstances of the winning boxer entry will be referred to the EB compliance officer for investigation under the England Boxing Disciplinary Procedure. In the event that the winning boxer is eliminated from a competition, the last losing boxer to have fought the winning boxer may be reinstated to the competition, subject to the following. Only the last losing boxer to have boxed the winning boxer may be reinstated to the competition. Any losing boxer who is knocked out, KO, subject to a stoppage through injury or otherwise deemed unfit to box, will not be reinstated to the competition unless it is to receive a prize, if / where applicable. In determining whether winning boxer's entry to the competition was made in bad faith and whether a losing boxer may be reinstated to the competition, the following procedure will be adopted. By midday on the Tuesday after the previous round, any complaint about winning boxer's entry to the competition should be set out in writing, together with supporting material, and served on the England Boxing Championships Subcommittee, EBCSC. Any complaint made without supporting material will be summarily dismissed, and the complainants will be referred to the EB compliance officer for investigation under the England Boxing Disciplinary Procedure. By no later than midday on Wednesday, the EBCSC will hand down a preliminary ruling stating whether the complaint is upheld or dismissed. If the complaint is dismissed, that is the end of the matter and winning boxer will continue in the competition. If the complaint is upheld, winning boxer shall have the right to challenge this preliminary ruling. Any challenge to a preliminary ruling must be set out in writing, together with any supporting material, and served on the EBCSC within 12 hours of the preliminary ruling being handed down. On receipt of a challenge, the EB Championship Subcommittee will hand down a final ruling by 4 p.m. on the following day, stating whether the complaint has been upheld or dismissed. If the challenge is upheld, that is the end of the matter and the winning boxer will continue in the competition. If the challenge is dismissed, the winning boxer will be eliminated from the competition and winning boxer's results will be rendered null and void. If, either as a result of a preliminary ruling not being challenged or following a final ruling, a winning boxer is eliminated from the competition, England Boxing will send a notification of possible reinstatement into the competition to the losing boxer. This will be done as soon as reasonably practicable and, in any event, no later than 8 hours after the deadline for the handing down of a final ruling, whether such a ruling was required or not. Within 12 hours of a notification of possible reinstatement being sent, the losing boxer will send a written confirmation stating whether losing boxer wishes to be reinstated into the competition for the avoidance of any doubt. Any failure to send a written confirmation will result in the losing boxer not being reinstated. As soon as reasonably practicable, after receipt of the written confirmation, the draw for the competition will be amended accordingly. In coming to any decision, EBCSC will adhere to the rules of natural justice and determine issues on the balance of probability. The final ruling of the EBCSC will be determinative and not subject to any appeal. Every effort will be made to enable the losing boxer to be reinstated, but there is no guarantee that this will be achieved. Complaints made after midday on the Tuesday after the previous round may still be considered, but in the event that they are upheld and due to time constraints, are unlikely to result in the reinstatement of losing boxer. For the avoidance of any doubt, no round in a competition can be delayed to accommodate the reinstatement of a losing boxer.
13. Championship weights.
13.1 Schools Championships. 13.2 Junior Development Championships. Junior Development Male Class A and B. Junior Development Female Class A and B. Under 42 kg asterisk. Under 70 kg asterisk. Under 42 kg asterisk. Under 70 kg asterisk. Under 44 kg asterisk. Under 75 kg asterisk. under 44 kg asterisk, under 75 kg asterisk, under 46 kg asterisk, under 80 kg asterisk, under 46 kg asterisk, under 80 kg asterisk, under 48 kg asterisk, over 80 kg asterisk, under 48 kg asterisk, over 80 kg asterisk, under 50 kg asterisk, under 50 kg asterisk, under 52 kg asterisk, under 52 kg asterisk, under 54 kg asterisk, under 54 kg asterisk, under 57 kg asterisk, under 57 kg asterisk, under 60 kg asterisk, under 60 kg asterisk, under 63 kg asterisk, under 63 kg asterisk, under 66 kg asterisk, under 66 kg asterisk. Weight allowance from pre-quarter-finals onwards. Weight category: up to 50 kg, up to 63 kg, over 63 kg. Weight allowance: 300 grams, 500 grams, 700 AMS.
13.4 Youth Development Championships.
Youth Development Male, Youth Development Female, 42-44 kg asterisk, under 80 kg asterisk, 41-43 kg asterisk, under 75 kg asterisk, under 46 kg asterisk, under 86 kg asterisk, under 45 kg asterisk, under 81 kg asterisk, under 48 kg asterisk, under 92 kg asterisk, under 48 kg asterisk, over 81 kg asterisk, under 51 kg asterisk, over 92 kg asterisk, under 50 kg asterisk, under 54 kg asterisk, under 52 kg asterisk, under 57 kg asterisk, under 54 kg asterisk, under 60 kg asterisk, under 57 kg asterisk, under 63.5 kg asterisk, under 60 kg asterisk, under 67 kg asterisk, under 63 kg asterisk, under 71 kg asterisk, under 66 kg asterisk, under 75 kg asterisk, under 70 kg asterisk.
13.6 Senior Development Championships.
Senior Development Male, Senior Development Female, under 48 kg asterisk, under 92 kg asterisk, under 48 kg asterisk, over 81 kg asterisk, under 51 kg asterisk, over 92 kg asterisk, under 50 kg asterisk, under 54 kg asterisk, under 52 kg asterisk, under 57 kg asterisk, under 54 kg asterisk, under 60 kg asterisk, under 57 kg asterisk, under 63.5 kg asterisk, under 60 kg asterisk, under 67 kg asterisk, under 63 kg asterisk, under 71 kg asterisk, under 66 kg asterisk, under 75 kg asterisk, under 70 kg asterisk, under 80 kg asterisk, under 75 kg asterisk, under 86 kg asterisk, under 81 kg asterisk. There is no weight allowance in the National Amateur Championships.
2025 Club Boxing Matrix.
Skills: minors, schools, junior female, junior male, youth female, youth male, senior female, senior male. Year of birth: age 10 to 15 years 364 days. Age 10 years. And year of birth: 2014, 2011 to 2013, 2009 and 2010, 2009 and 2010, 2007 and 2008, 2007 and 2008, 1985 to 2006, 1985 to 2006. Rounds and duration: minutes, EKG. Any bout with a 10 years old is equal to 3 times 1. 11 years to 15 years is equal to 3 times 1.5. Any bout with a 10 years old is equal to 3 times 1. 11 years v 11 years equals 3 by 1.5, 3 by 1.5, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 3, 3 by 2, 3 by 3 elite, 3 by 2, 3 by 3 elite. Maximum. Count. Limits per. Boxer. Not applicable. 2 counts in a single round or 3 in a contest. 2 counts in a single round or 3 in a contest. 3 counts in a single round or 4 in a contest. 3 counts in a single round or 4 in a contest. 3 counts in a single round or 4 in a contest. 3 counts in a single round or 4 in a contest. 3 counts in a single round or 4 in a contest. 3 counts in a single round or 4 in a contest. Glove sizes. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. 10 ounces up to 67 kilograms. 12 ounce over 67 kilograms. Head-guard. Yes, 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 yes. No. Senior. Youth. A youth boxer may be matched against another youth boxer, but the age difference must be less than 24 months. Caution must be taken when matching 2 youth boxers with an age difference greater than 12 months. A youth boxer may be matched against a senior boxer, but the age difference must be less than 12 months. Both boxers must then wear headguards. A youth boxer may be matched against a junior boxer, but the age difference must be less than 12 months. The round durations must then be 3 by 2 minutes. Junior. A junior boxer may be matched against another junior boxer, but the age difference must be less than 24 months. Caution must be taken when matching 2 junior boxers with an age difference greater than 12 months. A junior boxer may be matched against a school's boxer, but the age difference must be less than 12 months. The round durations must be 3 by 1.5 minutes. School. A school's boxer may be matched against another school's boxer, but the age difference must be less than 12 months. A school's boxer may be matched against a junior boxer, but the age difference must be less than 12 months. The round durations must be 3 by 1.5 minutes. A school's boxer may be matched against a minor's boxer, but the age difference must be less than 12 months. Minor. A minor's boxer may only be matched against another boxer with an age difference of less than 12 months. A boxer must have had their 10th birthday to take part in a minor's bout. If either one or both boxers are 10-year-old, the round durations must be 3 by 1 minutes. Skills. A boxer must have had their 10th birthday to take part in a skills bout. A boxer cannot have a skills bout once they have reached their 16th birthday. There must be an age difference of less than 12 months between 2 boxers having a skills bout. A boxer cannot have a skills bout once they've had a competitive bout. A boxer can have a maximum of 6 skills bouts. England Boxing Technical and Competition